2080, the world has changed, and it keeps slipping farther into the ivory shadows. Welcome to the Sixth World.
Welcome, everybody, to the Sixth World. It's so good that you're joining us tonight for our first Friday episode of Shadowrun here at Proficiency Bonus. My name is Michael, your narrator for this evening, and I'm surrounded by my wonderful friends, my wonderful chummers. We're going to be delving through the shadows tonight for another episode. I think we're on episode 12 now of our Shadowrun campaign. We're going to get to play it once a month so we don't accumulate as much of the story. So if you're catching this on YouTube after the fact, a lot less content to catch up on than some of our other streams. But thank you guys so much for joining us. I want to thank a couple of our sponsors and supporters tonight. We want to thank Twitch and Streamlabs OBS for allowing us to be affiliated with them. We also want to thank Little Dragon Corp and Cardboard Castle Games for coming along and partnering with us. If you type in !Little Dragon or !CCG, you can get a quick link to both of their websites and storefronts. We can order some really cool RPG related gear and merchandise. You can always use that code PROBONUS at Little Dragon Corp to get 10% off of your order. So make sure you go ahead and do that. Get yourself some really cool RPG polyhedral dice sets. Man, they got some good ones. And I think they might be still running some sales, so make sure you check their Facebook and Twitter account as well. I am going to go ahead and run us through a brief recap because it's been 2 months since we've played this game. And even though it's kind of like riding a bike sometimes, there's some elements in the story that may get brushed off to the side. We did have you guys made contact with a potential employer. You made your way to the Tulane Medical Center in New Orleans, where you met a dragon. A rather small dragon, but a dragon, to say the least, who was in quite a bit of pain, injured and recovering, with the doctor's help at the medical center. He needed help because he had amnesia. He didn't know who he was. So he hired you all with a negotiation of wildfire at 4,000 nuyen apiece per day. Yep. And you guys took on that responsibility. BT did not make any Lone Star police officer friends as he was trying to leave the hospital. You guys had a little bit of run-in with Lone Star on your way out. You guys decided to start your investigation by seeing if you could recover any of the bullets that were pulled from the dragon. So, Gearjammer led the investigation towards the Lone Star office. Found out that they were kind of embarrassed because most of the bullets were theirs when the dragon had busted in. And you really didn't get too much information, but Gearjammer left with an application to apply to become a Lone Star agent, which infuriated Wildfire, and he left the group for a while on his motorcycle. With Cypher's ability to understand a earring that the dragon was wearing and knowing what craftsmanship and what possible jewelry store it could have been from, it led you guys to Jack Sutton's Fine Jewelry within the mall, where BT was enjoying some orange Julius. And you guys made your way there and started to talk to this guy. I believe his name was Howard, who is working the store. Found out that he was lying, that he knew nothing about it, and that's when a couple thugs came in and pulled out shotguns. That's where we ended our episode, with Cypher diving onto Howard behind the counter. But before we get to that, Wildfire,
Okay.
I'm going to start with you this evening.
All right.
I'll change my music tracks here. Wildfire, you are pulling up just outside of Station 5, Lone Star. It's the one that Gearjammer had just recently left, not too long ago. I would say some time has passed, and it's just, the sun has just gone down. You're on the corner of Prince Lane and Hain Boulevard. You can see the 4-story structure there on the corner. You can see other adjoining buildings. A lot of them lit with powerful neon glows from different light sources and blinking lights. There is a parking garage that's attached to the back of the building that also shares with a few of the other buildings on the street. As you pull up on your motorcycle, what do you do?
So initially, can I cast a spell to like make myself invisible for like an hour, maybe?
I would say yes. What kind of a spell is invisibility? Let's see. What are our options? Let's look at our magic.
I was thinking it was like utility.
Utility invisibility, or is it a what's augment mean? Let's see.
Typically, that would boost something like if you augment your strength, you get stronger, things like that.
Yeah, that's augment.
So it could be
it's like an enhanced type thing. What's barrier? Let's check out barrier. Barrier is usually shields and things like that. Add defense and power reflection. Sanctuary. Trying to see which one invisibility will work best with. Utility magic. Minor things that we expect people to do. Levitating.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't be utility. This is minor.
Huh. Weird. We've got dispel. It's not a dispel. It's not a heal. Is it a curse? Nope. Definitely not a curse.
Forget it. I'll just be sneaky. I won't do it.
No, I would probably say that we don't have a good option, so it'd probably be utility.
Okay.
A check to cast a utility spell should always be easy. If that check seems too easy for what you want to accomplish, then what you want to do is probably beyond the scope of utility magic. Well, I will say this is utility magic, but let's go with maybe making it an average 2 purple check instead of easy for this. Since you're trying to go like an extended amount of time.
Mhm.
Okay, 4 successes. You're successful. You are invisible for the next hour as you kind of vanish. Were you trying to just make yourself invisible, or is your motorcycle invisible as well?
I'm gonna ditch the motorcycle for right now.
Okay, you got it. You parking it in the parking garage, or are you parking it away from the building?
I'm gonna park it like a block away.
Okay, you do so.
And then I'm gonna go scope out the building a little bit. Is there like an escape ladder that goes to the roof, or do you, like, would I think the parking garage is probably the best way to get to the roof?
Go and make a perception or vigilance check with 2 purple dice.
Okay.
You don't have any like knowledge skills related to law enforcement, do you?
I don't think so.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
concentration. There it is. Oof. Just a single advantage.
Single advantage. You're not finding a escape ladder or anything of that nature. You think there might be something somewhere, but the parking garage might be your best bet.
All right, I'm gonna go up the parking
Or
garage.
if you're invisible, you might be able to walk in the front door. Wait for somebody to walk out. Slip in behind them.
Sure, I'll go. Yeah.
Hey, it's up to you. There are plenty of options. You just tell me what
I'm
you want.
agitated. I'm going insane. I'm gonna walk through the front door when I see. I'm gonna slip in behind somebody. I like that plan.
Okay.
Slip in behind somebody.
Okay. Eventually, you do
walk
see two Lone Star. As you walk up, kind of these steps that lead up to the main door of the facility. You can see two Lone Star patrolmen. It seems like they're going outside of the front door. There are a few patrol cars parked out front, and it looks like they're leaving the facility out to just do some calls or just run out and just drive around for a while just to make sure everything's hunky-dory. So they just make their way out, and you slip in to the door as it just closes behind you. And you're
Is
in
that a bathroom somewhere?
You kind of head into this large opening where where Gear Jammer and Cypher had originally seen there was a half of a area where the secretary was sitting and things of that nature. Off to your left, you do see some restrooms.
All right, I'm gonna go into the restroom.
Okay. The door is closed. Are you just gonna open it as invisible?
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Okay.
look around, make sure nobody's looking, and then just open the door.
In the corner of this hall, as you're walking back, you can see there is a camera.
That's all right. The camera can't see me. I'll just go.
But the camera will see the door open and close by itself.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, just making sure. Alright, so the door opens and you disappear into the restroom and the door closes.
If it wasn't sloppy, it wouldn't be me. Come on. I'm gonna go into. I'm assuming they're stalls, like a normal bathroom.
Yeah. Typical
Go into a
normal
stall.
bathroom. A few urinals. Smells pretty bad.
That's all right. I'm gonna go into a stall.
Okay.
Reach down to my backpack. Pull out a jar of fire roaches.
Okay.
Shake it up really, really hard.
Oh, yeah. You can feel them pinging off the side of the glass as you're shaking them. You're really agitating them. Some of them are starting to glow with an orange radiance as you're smacking them within the canister.
And then do I see a vent anywhere in the bathroom?
You do. It looks like it's got some bolts and screws that you'd have to remove, like a metal plating from it.
Could I just animate the vent hatch to bend open a little bit for me to put the jar in there?
I would say so. Now this might be a question that we'll have to figure out together, but when it comes to concentrating on spells, I can't remember how concentration works in the Genesis system.
I have no idea.
I think it depends on your
there's-
level of whatever your
I thought there was
Not
talents
your
for
use.
it.
Yeah, because I use resonance, so I can have up to 5 active forms at once. Because I've maxed out my resonance, so if it depends on what your level is and what you're spell casting. I would assume is the same.
It might be your base primal level. So how many?
Concentration might be a maneuver.
Oh, is it considered a maneuver to concentrate?
Maybe.
If you want to hold on something.
Maybe.
I'm reading my things.
I know there are talents that are associated with concentration, but I don't know if it's just to make it better or... Oh, wait, here it says, hold on. Oh, concentration is listed under the type of spell. So... Like it says heal, concentration, no. Dispel, concentration, no. Curse, concentration, yes. That's a good question. What does that mean?
Oh, isn't it also 2 strain when you just cast a spell?
It is, yes.
Okay.
But you will have to take 2 strain for that first spell that you cast.
Okay.
There's the thing here about maintaining spells and narrative encounters that blah blah blah.
Yeah.
You know, in battle it's fine, but in narrative encounters it's like might be tedious. It's like a they suggest a narrative approach.
Narrative approach to it, yeah. I think
Like
that's...
you could decide that you can't do certain things while you're concentrating.
A lot of times in this system, it's really light on stuff like concentration and things like that. I think concentration is more for combat.
I mean, I could drop the invisibility.
No, I'll let you do it. Yeah, if you want to try to just heat it up, or I guess you're trying to just animate it and move it.
Yeah, so I'm actually thinking about it. What I want to do is try to like animate it a little bit so it becomes like a little like kind of like ladder, a little bit of a ladder.
Okay.
Just so I have something to grab onto and then like throw the jar up.
Okay. Sure. Go ahead and make a. I think that's what did we say your animation one was? What kind of check it was? Was it conjure?
I think we did do conjure.
Okay. So your base on conjure is going to be 1 purple, but then you can add any of these elements. Like you can do it to 2 different objects if you want to add another purple. You can do it to a like a larger object, but this one's only probably going to require you to do 1 purple die. Looking at
I'll
this
do
chart.
that, and then I have an ability that lets me take away 1 purple die because this is my signature spell.
So
I reduce the difficulty by 1.
Okay, so you don't add any purple dice to this.
I also have Spirit Affinity, so when I conjure as an action, I can also gain the Summon Ally effect without increasing the difficulty.
Okay, what I may rule for this, since this is animating metal and not actually conjuring a spirit,
Okay, yeah.
it may not make sense to have that associate with this.
Okay, that's fine.
Mm.
Do you want me to just do the one purple difficulty then? Because technically I'm conjuring, but my normal conjure is summoning.
Okay, yeah, sure. We'll just do 1 purple.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
No problem. It turns out exactly how you described. You have a little ladder that you have like a couple little handholds that you can pull up. And with all those advantages, you could actually, like, when you toss this thing in there, you could probably just use your magic to form fit it back into its spot to where no one will even know that you did anything to it.
Sounds good to me. I'll do that.
All right. So are you just throwing the whole jar in?
I'm gonna loosen the lid a little bit so it's like a little bit loose, but they can't get out yet.
Okay.
And I'm gonna throw the jar as hard as I can into the vent and then close the vent.
Okay, you hear down into the duct that you just whip it down into, and then you can already start to hear some skittering noises coming from in the duct.
All right. I don't quite remember how those work. Just know that I had them, and I wanted to do that really bad.
Shake them up, they turn into bombs.
Oh, they're bombs? Okay.
If I remember correctly, yeah, that's why.
They're like fire bombs or something?
I don't
Yeah,
think,
you basically-
like, theoretically, I don't think we ever created an actual mechanic for them. I think that was one of those things, like, I made up on the spot, and you're like, yes, I want those! And you bought them.
Well, we'll see what they do, I guess. I'll wait around for a little bit, and if nothing really starts to happen, then I'll speed things up by summoning a fire spirit.
Okay.
Or
Just as you're hearing skittering and you get this, you hear the door of the bathroom open.
I locked my stall.
Okay. Okay. It sounds like somebody's walking in and you hear somebody saying, "Oh man, it's tough, you know? All this stuff we've been doing. I mean, now we got all this stuff going on at the hospital. They're thinking about closing down our contract." Then you hear another voice go, "Yeah, I know. And did you hear on the intercom, squad car 27 and squad car 16 both broke down within like 3 miles of the station? I mean, it was, they said that all of a sudden the thing started to smell weird. You started to hear this coming from the motor, and then the thing just gave out, man. Ugh. Yeah, and now we're sent to just pick everybody up and bring them back here." Ugh. And you can hear individuals relieving themselves in the urinal. On the other side.
Stay as quiet as possible.
Then after a minute, like you hear, Did you see that viral video? What viral video? What are you talking about? Oh, you didn't get the group text. Oh, it just came out. Yeah, this got sent to the whole station shortly. You got to check this out. Then you just hear a wait a minute. Wait a second. I know that guy. Wait, look closer. That's me. That's me. Look, zoom in, pause it. That's me. And you hear a zipper like zipping back up.
I'm gonna summon a grand summon. I'm gonna summon a grand summon in the bathroom.
Okay.
So grand summon increases it by 3. Conjure additional effects. Grand summon. Oh no, it's +2, so it would be 3.
Yeah, 3.
I reduce it by 1 because it's my conjure.
All right, and before you do this, hold on 1 second, because I realized I forgot to do something. I forgot to set the story points at the beginning of the game.
Oh.
I forgot that we have to the players. We have 5 players, so 5 player points and 1 GM point. So I'm gonna force player update. You may have to sync your story point pools on your character sheets to mine to get it to show accurately what's going on. But I'm gonna use
it's synced.
I'm going to go ahead and use a GM story point, and you're going to have to upgrade your difficulty once. So underneath your difficulty, when you put your 3 purple in, underneath it, it'll say upgrade. You're going to upgrade 1.
Okay.
So that will make one of those purples into a red challenge die.
I'll do it too.
All right. There you go.
So do I click upgrade on my side now? Is that how that works?
Yep. That's exactly how it works. Piece of cake.
Okay. And it automatically adds the summon ally thing. So the grand summon will be my ally.
Will be friendly to you. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it summons. Sorry, I'm just reading a couple of my other things. Oh, you had to do this to me, didn't you? Yeah, I'm just gonna go with that. It didn't roll 2 purple.
No, it upgraded. It rolled the...
Oh, it upgraded the purple. Okay.
Yeah, it upgrades it automatically to the red. Yeah, success with 3 advantage. So you start to focus on your spell, holding out I would say this would probably break your invisibility.
That's cool. I'm
Because
down
you're-
with that.
You're trying to you're putting all your energy into bringing this spirit into the realm of existence. Are you basically summoning it onto the material plane, not the astral plane, to serve you?
Yeah, I'm summoning it right here
Okay,
to just attack that guy.
right outside the door of the stall.
Yeah.
Yeah, you immediately hear, oh shit! As now there's a massive fire spirit in the room with these guys on the other side. As you were invisible trying to hide yourself, so you were back behind the stall door, just sitting there chilling with it locked. And at that point, we're going to rotate back to the other group. As Cypher,
I would like to point out that those guys didn't wash their hands.
Wash your hands.
That's true.
They didn't
They
really,
had it coming.
they didn't really get an
They had it
opportunity to. So
One of them took out his phone and played a video before he washed his hands. That's not cool.
That's gross. Yeah, that sounds like something Lone Star would do. So Cypher,
Things I
you
could have
just
warned about before I took the application.
Cypher, you just hit the floor, tackling this Howard individual down as this one rugged-looking goon in a trench coat pulls out a sawed-off shotgun out and just starts going. After he sees you dive on Howard, he's like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa! Easy does it. You guys got the wrong idea. Listen, we're just here. We're going to do what we need to do. No one's going to get hurt. We'll be off. Everything will be just fine. Rex, hold off on breaking the glass, because the minute you break that glass, this whole alarm's going to go off. Would you relax a minute?" And the other guy's like, he looks like he was getting ready to bust like the glass and take out some of the jewels from the display case, and he goes, "Aw, well, fine." Would you-
BT-san, break the glass.
I look to the individual with the shotgun and I say, please clarify the parameters of what you're here to do.
You know, it's really none of your business what we're here for. We just gotta get back behind that counter for just a moment. We're going to take a little bit of these pretties, and then we're going to be on our way. And it's just gonna work like that. Right? Right? Are we in
I turn to
agreement?
Cypher and I say, am I correct in understanding that these individuals intend to commit larceny in this store?
That is correct. Mess them up, BT.
Unacceptable. And I pull back my orange Julius and I throw it at the guy with the shotgun. And then rush him afterwards.
I didn't finish. I wanted to-
Okay, here's what
Ranged light or ranged heavy?
here's what I'll do. I will I'm not gonna make you roll because the orange Julius part is just epic. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give anybody who attacks him a boost on their roll because he's basically blinded by orange Julius as it smacks him in the face, splatters everywhere. Yes. And what I would like you guys to do is we're going to open our turn order here. And don't forget, on your character sheet, you have to go under like your combat and attack section of your character sheet. And there will be two areas. There'll be cool and there will be vigilance. Technically, you weren't expecting to come to the jewelry shop and fight. So I'm going to say everybody's going to roll vigilance for this go round. And
Alright.
if you guys hit that,
Clear
roll-
your pool.
and clear your pool so there's no negatives in there because this is just a basic check for this. And
Oh yeah.
Wildfire, do me a favor.
Ooh.
I want you to add to the initiative as well. We're gonna do a scenario of two different combats in one
Flash
sequence. Yeah, flash
Interesting.
cuts.
Interesting.
Hell,
I
I love
like
it.
it.
I love it. We haven't played this in so long, and I'm so excited for this.
Okay, so I need to get my thugs ready. Oh, weird.
Oh, I didn't clear my pool.
ET, you get the proficiency bonus from Sarah.
Oh,
Oh,
Sarah.
thank you.
What that means is you get a free advantage on any roll in this game.
Would I be rolling vigilance as well, or would it be cool?
You are going to roll definitely vigilance because you lost your cool.
Okay. All right, that's fair. That's fair.
Valid.
Okay, so this is we got 3 of these guys. 1, 2, 3. Did it roll all 3? Yeah, it did. I didn't hear the beep on the last one. And we've got 2 of these guys.
I don't know if I messed up my guy on the turn order there because I hadn't cleared my pool the first time I rolled it.
Okay, I'll double check really quick after I roll these guys. And these guys are definitely rolling vigilance. Got those 2 there. All right, what BT? You said you didn't clear it, so
I had a bunch of. I rolled like 4 threats because I had purples still assigned from something last
I
session.
don't think it puts the threats in the initiative. It will only do advantages. So, and I don't think you rolled any advantages on those green dice, so it wouldn't cancel any out. So I think it's still accurate on the list.
Okay.
So we won't have to worry about any of that. But I'm gonna go ahead and change our music to something a little bit more intense, as we're going into some combat here, and hopefully it's not too loud. I tried to set all the volumes, but I think I was off a little bit. All right. So let's organize this. We've got we got a big board right here. Who has the high? We got a 2-4. We've got a 2-1. We've got 2 zeros. We've got a 1-2. 1-1. 0-1. Oh, I wish this would stop doing this and let me just move these around without any hassle. There we go. Looks set now. So, we're going to start the round. We've got a PC slot. So any player can go out of all of you in your current situations. I'm actually going to take you guys over to a little map. Wildfire, I do not have a map for you.
That's cool.
I did not know what you were going to do.
That's cool.
I knew an idea. I had an idea what you were planning, but I didn't know how you were going to pull it off.
We both only had ideas about this.
So if you guys look over to the right side, you should be able to see your tokens over on the right side of this page. Is everybody seeing it? And you can see the location of the 3 thugs on there as well. You're all within short range right now.
Oh, I saw a strain from last time.
And I'm going to put a little marker on this thug right here. That's an orange marker. That's Orange Julius guy.
Very nice, very nice.
So whoever wants to go. I think it'd be appropriate maybe if BT went first because he said he was rushing that guy.
That's true.
Yes, I'm going to.
So
I'm going to try and take his shotgun from him.
okay, you're gonna try to.
He's not practicing good gun safety indoors. He shouldn't have that firearm.
So what you're gonna do is you're gonna move. BT is just gonna use a maneuver to rush up to him. So that'll be your maneuver for the round, and you get to do your action. Your action is gonna be to grab the gun from him. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're going to roll. Oh, loud music. Sorry about that, guys. You're going to roll. What is what? I still got to get used to the grappling rules in this game.
Is there I feel like there's a brawl.
It's brawl. Yeah, it would be a brawl check, and it's against probably his strength. That's going to be the difficulty on this to see if he can keep a hold of it. So let me double check his strength. Score is. Actually, I got a pretty good bronze score, so it's going to be. I wonder if it's going to be his brawl or his brawn in general. Probably brawl, I would think. Okay, here's the difficulty. 2 reds, 1 purple. To try to take his gun. But you also have a blue boost because he's Orange Julius.
Alright. I will Give myself a square, I guess, right? Blue square.
Yep, blue square is yours.
I suppose I should use the advantage that chat gave me, right?
Well, what that'll do is that'll give you, like, when you roll, you just automatically add a single, like that triangle pointed up. You'll get a free one of those on your roll.
I see.
Mm-hmm. So it's
All
nothing
right,
you
so
can
this
do
is-
here. It has to be after the roll.
Okay. So this is brawl, not melee, right?
It'd be brawl, yes. Mhm.
All right.
For some reason, it didn't add in all your dice from the top. You may have to click off of it first. It only did your...
Let's try again.
Okay. Do you have your negative dice in there? Your 2 red and 1 purple? You see on the right side of your dice pool?
1 purple triangle, 2 red octagon, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And when you
Alright, let's
scroll
try-
down and...
Let's try a third time.
right? There we go. Now it worked. Now it worked, and you still succeeded with... That is actually 2 advantage because you have the extra advantage from chat. So you want to narrate you taking the gun from him?
Does the advantage change anything about...
What it does is, if you look, there is in your handouts folder, or if you look in your journal, you see where it says spending advantage and triumph in combat. It's near the top of your journal in Roll20. You can open that and zoom in, and it'll tell you everything, like just ideas of what you can spend those on. Like 2 advantage, say you can add a setback to a targeted character's next check. You can add a boost to any of your friends. Like you can give them advantage from... Maybe you're distracting this guy enough to give Gear Jammer an advantage when he wants to spear tackle him into the display cases. You know, something like that.
Yes, so I throw this orange Julius at this individual. And about a half second after the cup hits him, I reach up to in front of him. I grab the barrel of the gun and yank it out of his hands with one hand, while just sort of open palm striking him in the chest and kind of knocking him. So as the gun is jerked out of his hand and he is struck, he's sort of knocked back on his heels. And that's how I'll use my advantage to give someone an advantage on him, since he is back on his heels, off balance.
Perfect. And he's just going, ah, like with his other arm, like in his eyes, as the orange Julius is just like probably burning. All right, so that's the end of BT's turn. That brings us to whoever else would like to go, because we have another PC slot.
Anyone got an idea? If not, I got something.
Hiding behind the counter with the other guy. The only thing I'm probably looking for is like some sort of like panic button. But if someone wants to like take these guys out before I hit the panic button, probably a good idea.
I'm glad you're
A
here, Jim.
one-handed cock the shotgun. I have one idea.
Gear Jammer is going to move up to the one who has been Orange Julius,
Okay.
and because
That's just his name now.
Yeah.
I am wearing my shock gloves,
Ooh.
so I'm just gonna haul off and try to go right for his head.
Just punch him. Okay, you got it. So that is going to be, I think those are already on your character sheet, so you should only have to just click shock gloves. The difficulty on this is going to be 2 purple dice,
Okay.
and you have a boost because of Orange Julius. Basically, the boost is going to be this whole first round of combat, because it's going to take him that long to get rid of all the Orange Julius out of his eyes.
Let's see if this works right. Hey, there it goes.
Awesome. Yes. So, you succeed, and here's the thing. You have 3 advantage there. So what that means is this weapon does stun damage, so it's going to do strain. And so it's going to do 5 damage plus 2. He does get to apply his soak value to that, so he does get to soak some of it. Now, where it says stun number 3, here's the option you have. If you would like to spend 2 of those advantage to activate stun 3, what it means is, I believe it says the person will be stunned for that many, I think that many rounds. Let me double check.
We'll burn the 2 2 advantage to stun him then.
Yeah, let me double check to make sure that's accurate. But I think, if I remember right, reading this, that's what I meant. Yeah, here we go. Equipment, stun. Stun, active. A weapon with stun can deal strain to the target. Oh, wait a minute. Never mind. That's not the case. I misread that. When the stun quality is activated, it inflicts strain equal to the weapon's stun rating. And since this strain damage is not reduced by soak. So basically you have 3 free strain damage that you can do to him without any soak being applied.
Yeah.
Sure, let's do it.
All right. Excellent. So, he does have a soak value. So he's going to take. You can go ahead and describe it. He's looking really rough when you're done, but he's still standing. So if you want to describe how you get him that way, you may go ahead and narrate.
So as BT's, pulling back and just cocking the shotgun, just right beside him, right hand, just poof.
And you hear that like shocking noises coming from your gloves, and he's like shaking a little bit. He smacks himself into one of the display cases. You can see some of the glass just start to go and start to spider web a little bit. It doesn't seem to be enough to set off any alarm just yet, but if anything were to happen, that you heard them calling out that the alarm might go off if the glass breaks. Cool. Anything else? I think that's your maneuver and you got it. So that brings us to our 3rd PC at 2-0.
Oh, we have 3 PCs in a row.
Yeah, PCs always go before NPCs in a tie, so.
Because I've got a thing I could do, Michael. Stop me along the way if I'm doing anything wrong, okay?
Oh, hey, we haven't played this in 2 months. We're in this together.
Okay, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use my talent Forbidden Knowledge. Once per session, I can suffer strain no greater than ranks in Knowledge Magic, which is 4. So I'm going to take 4 strain to temporarily have 8 knowledge.
Jesus.
Okay.
So that's step 1. Step 2. As I was sitting here staring, this all came together. This is not planned. Step 2. I'm gonna use. It's also an incidental. So that was my maneuver with Forbidden Knowledge. My maneuver was Forbidden Knowledge. And incidental is brilliant casting. When I cast a spell, I can spend a story point. So I gotta go flip a story point. Use story point. Cool. Use a story point to add 8 advantage to my next thing. If I hit. Okay.
That is insane.
He's absolutely stacked.
He is brilliant.
This was not planned. Then I'm gonna cast attack. I'm gonna cast attack magic. Attack, right? I'm going to, which is base 1 difficulty. I'm gonna add the lightning quality to it.
Okay. So that'll make it 2.
Yeah, which basically the attack gains stun quality with rating equal to my ranks and knowledge. So it's gonna be stun 8. It also gains the auto fire quality.
Oh my gosh.
So let's see what happens.
Wait. Who are you attacking?
Okay.
Who are you attacking?
I'm gonna attack Julius.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Oh my word.
You can go ahead and make your attack.
This guy's dead.
Remember, he has a blue. You have a blue boost too, because of Julius.
Okay, we have a blue boost. Okay, let's see if this hits. I don't know if this is gonna. This could be interesting because auto fire I think makes things interesting here. So
It does. I think Autumn Fire makes it if you get so many advantages, you can hit them twice.
Or hit other targets.
Or hit other. That's it. It's the other targets.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wait. So this is what is my spell? I don't even know. Arcana.
This is gonna be
Watch
nasty.
me miss. Watch me whiff. Watch me
I already
whiff.
know this is gonna be nasty.
Oh my god!
Oh
Oh my god!
4 success, 10 advantage, and a triumph.
I don't know that I understand the dice system in this game, but I do think all of those guys just cease to exist. They have been unmade.
He's been watching too much Star Wars at his house. Oh my god.
Holy shit.
Okay, so tell me again. So the damage of this is going to be.
The damage, I believe. Okay, so here's the thing. Because it's lightning, I
Yeah.
think the damage is
I think it's equal to
stun
your
based.
ranks.
So it's gonna be my 8 ranks of knowledge, basically.
Well, isn't your magic ranks not your knowledge ranks, right?
Oh,
For
sure,
base
so
damage?
I was wondering that normally
Because
I
every
think
one of
the
those
same thing,
successes
yeah.
counts as a +1 to your damage too.
Yeah.
So is that 8,
The
9,
thing is,
10,
with-
12 stun damage?
Wow, that's pretty. Because think about magic attack. Is magic attack says with lightning, the attack gains the stun quality with a rating equal to the character's ranks and knowledge.
Okay.
And stun does, instead of doing normal damage, I think stun does, unless it does it on top of it. But I think stun does 8 unsoakable instead of.
Well,
Strain.
Maybe.
Well, stun damage is
strain.
stun damage
It's
is
strain.
soakable damage, but if you have the stun quality
Yeah.
level 8, that is unsoakable.
Yeah, and that's what it is. It's the attack gains the stun quality with a rating equal to the character's ranks and knowledge.
Wow.
Unsoakable
That is-
8 stun.
Okay.
So brilliant,
So,
MG.
MG,
And I think then yeah,
that is genius. And I'm also going to
With
tell you
front-
this. I'm going to tell
4
you
auto
this.
fires.
You can make these choices if you'd like. With
Okay.
those, well, have you already expended all your advantages, or are those 2 still free that you rolled?
Well, let's see. So I had 10 advantage. I have to spend 2 to activate stun.
Okay.
And then I have 8 advantage left over, which I imagine I would do 4 auto fires.
Well, you would only need to do 2 auto fires, because basically the
Okay.
one's going to hit your primary target. It would take 2
Okay.
advantage to activate to another target, and 2 advantage to activate to another target. So you're basically casting
Gotcha.
chain lightning right now.
Yeah.
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 And we're not going to have that triumph. Well, you'll have to come up with another thing to do with that triumph, because that lightning damage is going to kill these guys, all 3 of them.
Okay.
So you can go ahead and describe this scene as it plays out. And then you can, if you want to embellish with the triumph all you want, you're more than welcome to do so.
Okay. Jack looks nervous. Things are escalating in here. He's uncomfortable. It's not a nice, calm situation. So I'll just kind of, guys, don't do this. And I'll start zapping, Julius, and then just keep pumping at him as it arcs into the next guy, and then it arcs into the next guy. So I'm just like,
yeah, lightning shooting across the room in every direction. You guys see the flashes of blue light. Just, even though this place is very well lit, it's now like almost beaming with light. And you guys just hear screaming and pain, and you start to smell cooked flesh. And
I hide more. I hide. I'm hiding.
Gear Jammer and BT,
strain. It is just strain.
all 3 of them just like down onto the ground, dropping their weapons and everything they were carrying to the ground. So I'm gonna
Triumph, can I say that it was a very nice, delicate, quiet lightning that didn't set up any alarms or break any nearby objects? It didn't arc out and hit jewelry?
Sure. Yeah. You kept it controlled, so it didn't hit anything it
Yeah.
wasn't supposed to. So yeah, that'll be perfect. So I'm gonna remove some initiatives from the tracker, as those NPCs are eliminated. And well, now we have another PC slot.
I love BT's mask right now. It's very appropriate.
Yeah. So
Oh, that's awesome.
technically in game statistics and standards, these guys are unconscious
Yeah.
Yeah,
because it was relatively stun
Stun.
damage. So,
strain.
Yeah.
but they are all basically just lying there.
Jack's looking a little strained. Jack's looking a little sweaty now. It took like half of my strain on that one.
Oh, it did all those? You had to do 8 strain to do it? Is that what it was?
No, I had to take 4 to boost, then 2 to cast a spell, and then...
Oh, yeah.
You can get rid of strain with advantage.
Yeah, you still had some advantage left.
4 left.
I think I had to... Oh, I guess I had 2 left, right? That I could...
Two?
Yeah, I think you had 2. Yeah.
2 left.
Yeah.
You can get rid of
Okay.
a little bit.
Yeah, why not? Good idea.
I'm looking out, fellow spellcaster.
Yeah.
Oh, spellcast.
Who would like to go next?
Why don't we slash cut?
Yeah, I mean, I guess
Yeah.
the only NPCs left are with me.
And
Yeah, that's
Cypher
right.
is panicking because she's a technomancer. She's not a fighter, so she's hiding behind. That's literally all it is. So you slash cut to like Cypher going and slash cut to Wildfire.
Okay, yeah, we'll slash cut Wildfire. Last thing you heard was this guy call out. What would you like to do?
Well, real quick. Oh, I guess I have to come out first. All right, I'll let me know if I could do this.
Okay. Remember, you have a maneuver and you have an action.
Right. What entails a maneuver?
Maneuver is something really basic, like aim, move,
So, opening
prepare a
the door
weapon,
to
like
the
getting
stall,
a weapon out.
Opening the door to the stall wouldn't be a maneuver, would it?
To open the door to the stall and to get out into where you're visual to these guys would be a maneuver.
Mm-hmm.
You can suffer 2 strain and take an additional maneuver on your turn if you'd like to do so. That is an option.
I could.
Mm-hmm.
I won't do that this time. I will
Okay.
open the stall, get out to see those guys.
The one guy almost has this immediate recognition on his face. Did you see it was kind of like the stronger guy that was out there that was beating you with his stun baton in that dark alley that fateful night where we weren't even really playing in the campaign yet. We were just practicing.
Yeah, this recurring story that keeps coming up.
That's right.
because The players like to mess with me. So I know before we transition to this new game type,
Yeah.
I used to have a fireball that was an area of effect.
Yeah. If you look on attack spells, I think there is one that allows you to make
Blast.
it- Blast is what you want to
Yeah.
do.
Okay.
I think you can spend advantage to have it hit everything that's engaged or something. Or...
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Equal to
there's
my
also
ranks and knowledge. Mm.
There's also empowered, which adds blast and does more damage.
That's a lot. It's a lot of extra purples.
You're very skilled. You're very skilled.
What is my rank in knowledge?
it'd be your ranks in I think it's knowledge, like
Primal.
your primal knowledge because of your shaman background.
Yeah, I have a 1 rank in knowledge.
Okay, so
So it
blast
would get
quality
2
means it would get it can get up to 2 people with your fireball.
Okay, yeah, I will fireball them.
Okay.
Blast the 2 guys with a ball of fire,
So I think attack is base 1. Is that correct?
I believe.
MG, am I right
not
on that?
sure.
Attack base 1, and then you add from there.
Yep.
So blast will add a second purple. Is there any other things that you are adding on to this?
For me, whenever I cast a spell, fire is always added, just without
Okay. Sure.
without difficulty.
Yeah, so the attack gains the burn quality equal to your ranks of knowledge. So it now has burn 1 as well as blast 1.
Yeah.
Mages. Man.
Geek the mage.
Geek the mage. That's what it's about.
And I think That's all I can do at the moment. So
Channeling their inner Molfins from Friday night.
Yep.
That's-
WWMD. WWMD.
Well, the fact that Wildfire went off on his own, is picked a fight with random people.
Law enforcement. Yeah.
Oh,
Where's
interesting.
where's his little thief helper for the law
Interesting.
enforcement part?
it's my big spirit.
So,
Oh my god.
Unfortunately, you cast Fireball in this restroom, and you actually missed.
Yeah.
But you have
It's because I'm so shook right now.
So this massive explosion happens behind these two patrolmen. Basically you see the sink where they would have washed their hands after they shared this knowledge of this viral video is consumed by flame. The urinals behind them are also consumed by flame as it blasts out, and then you can just hear water like spraying as the sink has been totally destroyed, and one of the urinals is just spewing liquid and water all over the floor of the bathroom.
Whoops.
The wet bandits.
I'm gonna use the 3 advantage to heal some strain.
Okay, sure.
I think. And how does the spirit work? Was I supposed to roll initiative for him too?
Technically, by game rules, yes, but since there had a lot going on, I'm just gonna say he goes on your turn.
Okay.
So basically, we'll just have him go.
I told him to attack.
All right, so
And
he's
so he's
maneuvers
gonna attack.
up, and then he's going to use the attack action. It's going to be 2 purple difficulty, and because they just dodged a blast like that, I'm going to flip a story point if I have them available. I think I do. Yes, I'm going to flip a story point, and I'm going to upgrade your difficulty by 1
That's
for
cool.
your grand summon.
So 3 difficulty.
As-
Now his attacks, because he's a grand summon,
Mm-hmm.
have burn 1 and vicious 1.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Fantastic. Love it.
And I'm just gonna roll.
All right. Yeah, roll it up. Interesting.
Triumph.
The triumph, it didn't succeed, but you got a triumph 2 threat. Okay, here's how I'm going to narrate this. So your grand summon goes to get close to them, and because you blew up the sink in the urinal, all this water is coming out, and it's not making your fire elemental happy, as this water's just going and now steam is starting to fill the restroom as the water meets the fire elemental, and it creates this weird sauna inside the restroom. So your fire elemental is going to take 2 strain if it can suffer strain. If it can't, it's going to take 2 wounds.
Okay, and is that non-soakable?
It would be for this case, yes.
Okay.
But you have a triumph. What advantage do you get?
I don't know what does triumph do.
For this, it's really
I don't think
narrative.
I've ever gotten a triumph.
Triumph is just if you go to that chart that says spending triumph and spending advantage and triumph in combat,
I see.
you can get some ideas. 1 triumph says upgrade the difficulty on the targeted character's check, so you can make it harder for them to hit you. Upgrade the ability of yourself, like your fire elemental might make it better for you to hit the enemy, and you can upgrade. Do something vital, such as shooting the controls of nearby blast doors. On an initiative check, you can perform an immediate free maneuver if you roll an advantage or a triumph during initiative.
I think he's just gonna he's gonna like punch down towards the guy and miss, but make him like stumble back a little bit and like run into his buddy,
Okay.
so that I have a better angle on them from where I am.
Okay, so you're going to use it to give yourself an upgrade.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
And then as an out of turn incidental.
Oh, okay. You have one of these, huh?
Yes.
Pulling an MG on me.
I've done this before, but it doesn't do much. I scream really loud, and my eyes flare red, and then like fiery wings come out of my back, and I'm like surrounded in flames.
Okay.
And I'm assuming it's only enemies that can see me within a medium range.
Yeah. that
Have
would
to
be
make
them.
a hard discipline check.
Okay. 3 purple. Hard discipline check. Okay. Here they go. Now, these guys are considered a minion group, so they just roll 1 for both of them,
Okay.
and they fail with a threat. What does that mean?
They suffer 5 strain plus 1 additional strain per H. I don't know what H is.
Probably threat. So 1
Okay.
additional strain for that threat. How much strain
So
did you say? Each of them? This happens?
Well, it would be 6 since they had 1 threat.
You are consumed by fire. These wings shoot out the side as you kind of loom back there behind, just slowly stepping through the water that seems to boil beneath your and around your feet. As you step closer to these guys, the massive fire elemental filling the space, just glaring at them with these deep red burning eyes. You thought they went to the restroom, but somehow they have more. And you can see wet spots, and they both faint and just splash down into the water on the floor in front of you. But at that
Cool.
time, you hear this strange bell start to ring, and then the sprinkler system kicks on.
Ugh. That might make the Beatles more mad, which would help later, potentially.
So they're both unconscious. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take us out of initiative order. We didn't even make it a whole round. That was some brilliant play out of all of you. Cypher didn't even get to do anything.
Me. I don't even remember if I brought my gun, so I wouldn't have been able to do much.
Okay, so yeah, you're out of combat.
I turn to Gear Jammer and I look at his shot glove and I look at the shotgun that I stole from the goon. And then I look at the charred husks of the 3 in front of us. And I just throw the shotgun on the floor sort of dejectedly and I say, I feel like I wasted my juice.
It was a little bit of a waste.
Oh, but it was pretty funny.
Well, they'll be back up in a bit, I suspect. We better do whatever we're doing quickly.
Howard gets up and he seems to be shocked by all this. He's like, what's
Shocked!
going on?
He seems shocked.
Yeah.
You should see the other guys.
That's right.
Yep. Howard-san,
Who are these
Are
guys?
you
I mean,
okay?
what's going on? He's like brushing himself off. I'm fine. You didn't really have to do that, did you? I mean,
shoot you!
well, you heard him. He wasn't gonna shoot us.
Well, I don't know. You never know.
No.
Save you. I'm sorry. I won't do it next time.
It's okay. It's okay. Look, you guys better go before the security gets here. This is gonna be a mess.
You didn't tell me the truth. I did just save your life.
Make a persuasion or charm check? I think it might be charm. I don't think we have persuasion here.
I'm like zapping a little bit of lightning between my fingers.
What's the difficulty on this?
Difficulty on this is going to be 2 purple dice.
I'm going to use a story point.
Oh, all right. Upgrade.
Yes, sir.
Whoa!
You
Pretty sweet.
succeed with a triumph.
I would like to loom, thank you.
Okay. Oh, I love the hearts. Beautiful.
Cypher takes an extra upward triangle per rank in coercion.
So that actually is going to get rid of one of your threat on your roll, because BT is looming behind you once again.
Oh, that's so accurate. He knows me so well.
You do take one threat. I'm going to
Alright.
say that the threat is going to be just because of the, like, your heart still beating rapidly. You were unsure you even had your gun. I'm just going to say it's a little bit of stress, so you take 1 point of strain.
Okay.
But you do have a triumph, which gets him to spill the beans. Basically, look, you did save me. You did save my life. Okay, I did. We did a job. Okay, we did a custom earring. For some company, I think they were called like Emerging Futures Unlimited, something like that. I can go get the slip that we wrote up if you guys wait. I can
We can wait.
get it. Okay, so
But just double checking how you've only done one. Have you done another? Have they commissioned more than one?
no, it was only commissioned by one. The director of operations actually came in herself, and I think her name was like Justine or something like that.
Okay,
But
yeah.
but I have the paper. I'll go back in the back. It's in the file.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
So he disappears and walks back down the hallway unless somebody stops him. He's gonna go retrieve.
Gear Jammer's walking over and taking the weapons from the people on the ground. And
Okay.
then just sort of dragging them out into the... right next to the front door.
Are you gonna like?
I rummage around in all of their pockets while he's doing that.
Okay. You guys find a total of 250 nuyen on the guys collectively.
Nice.
They do have these trench coats. They are wearing some like light armor, like light vests that would do like if you wore them, they'd give you a +1 soak. And they all three they had Mossberg shotguns, sawed off, so they could conceal them easier under their trench coats. And it doesn't seem... Well, let me double check. It doesn't seem like they have anything else, but I think they might have had something else. Let me double check. Oh, they did have knives as well. Each one of them had a knife.
Damn.
Yeah, had. That's right.
Now I have 3 knives.
Which one is it?
Taking off one of their
When I
trench coats and grabbing their
Get the boxes.
the armor in case somebody wants it. You know, maybe Jack.
It's called an armored jacket. It does +1 soak benefit to anybody who wants to wear one.
Nice.
I already have an armored jacket.
All right.
Well, taking one trench coat, putting in the 3 shotguns, the 3 armored vests, roll it up into a little package, stick it under the arm.
I turn around holding the 3 pocket knives up, and I go like, "Oh, Wildfire's not here."
Wait, stand in front
He
of
would
the
have
button. I'll
liked-
take a picture and I'll send it to him.
I take a picture of the 2 guys peeing themselves in the puddle on the ground and send it to her.
Send it to Wildfire like right away. We don't send at the same time different images
Yeah.
of what's happening.
Yeah. As you send this, you receive almost instantaneously another image. And it looks as if there is water spraying everywhere. There is fire light illuminating around this restroom that you're seeing. And you're seeing 2 unconscious Lone Star policemen laying in puddles on the floor.
What was coming to them, he was right.
Hey, Christy, I don't know what it is, but your microphone is doing something weird for me. Like it's getting crackly
Cutting
and it's
in and out.
cutting in and out. I don't know if maybe it's
check.
the cable or I'm not sure what's up with it. What are the rest of you doing in the jewelry store while this is taking place? Anybody doing anything other than you guys are just kind of searching the guys and yeah, it looks like
They're just stacking up their bodies, you know.
okay.
We're all having a weird day. I would like to go to the kids' gap next door and take some of those anti-theft tags and bypass the scanner with them and put those in those guys' pockets too, in place of their pocket knives.
Okay, so you're gonna set off the alarm at Kids Gap.
No, I hold
Okay.
it up over the scanner
Okay. All right. BT comes back in with those those little scanner ink things, and he starts putting them where the pocket knives were.
Now, when the
Did
mall
you get the other
authorities
side to-
arrive, they will be in very much trouble.
I was waiting to see Christy. Did you just
think she's
reset?
still working on it.
Still working on it.
How does it sound now?
I mean, I don't hear any.
You're not cutting in and out, yeah.
I'm not cutting in and out yet.
You hear me now?
It's just really it's really loud. Did you turn your volume up on your microphone
Hang
or
on.
anything? It seems like it's
How
just
about
louder
now?
than that's better right there.
Yeah, now you're.
That was good. Perfect. So yeah, eventually Howard makes his way out as you see BT has basically gone to sabotage these individuals who are fried and unconscious in the middle of the jewelry store floor. He comes out and he hands you a slip of paper, and I'll show you guys what it looks like in Rule 20. I'm going to show to players, show to everyone, and this is exactly what he gives you. So for those of you in Twitch land, I apologize for not having this up on the screen, but it says, a slip of paper says Customer, Emerging Futures, and it has a name, Justine Greer, 8912 Bunker Hill Road, New Orleans, Louisiana, 70127, address. Item, custom earring, per sketch below. Notes, large scale, in parentheses, it says, not sure why, must be for an elephant or something. It says, spare no expense, use the prime cut gem inlays. And it has a quick sketch of what this earring looks like, and you can see that it matches the description of the dragon's earring pretty close. Like there might be some little adjustments they made in the process, but it pretty much looks like what you guys saw.
I will take a picture of that and send it to Wildfire just in case we're going that way right away.
Okay. This gives us an opportunity. Wildfire, what are you doing? Because now it seems like there's a fire alarm going off in your building that you were in. And the sprinkler system is engaged. How are you getting out of there?
Is the fire still going?
I mean, the fire never really, like, caught. It's just that you have a
Okay.
giant fire elemental in the room with you.
All right. So I feel a little bit better now that I got that guy. So I'm gonna leave the fire roaches here because I have no way to get them. Is there? So I had a really interesting idea. I still have my grand fire spirit here.
Yeah,
Can
he's
I-
still here. Yeah.
Can I like go into him?
Like he is in you're just going into the spirit, the physical form of the spirit.
Yeah, so like he walks out and I walk out inside of him so they think it's him. And he walks me out the front door with me inside of his fiery body.
You can certainly try.
I keep in mind I am immune to fire damage.
Sure. So you're basically going to use him to conceal you.
Yeah, I assume
Okay.
he's big enough, right?
Oh yeah, he's huge. He's like you're
Yeah.
talking like a 12 to 14 foot tall fire elemental that's consuming the bathroom right now.
Yeah. That's what I'm gonna try to do. I'm gonna try to
Okay.
just walk out casually inside of the fire element.
So all you hear is from all the steam, from all the water like pouring on this fire elemental as you rush in. You just make yourself at home inside. Are the wings still out?
No, they go away. It's just for the incidental.
Okay. So yes, you are now in a suit fire elemental, and the fire elemental kicks the door open. You can see that the sprinkler system is engaged on the whole first floor as the fire alarm is just ringing out. And it seems like as you're running out with the fire elemental inside, you can see there are a few patrolmen like scooting by, and they're not like, they see like glimmer of fire over there, but they're not really sure what it is, and they just run straight out the front door as the fire alarm's going off. What do? You get out of the building. So it seems like there's people rushing out.
Door. We're not going to the front door.
Yeah, you saw at least 3 of them rush by and head out the front door.
We're gonna go look for a different door.
Okay, sure.
Don't worry, buddy. It'll be fine. Like, I know you're mad. All right, it's gonna be okay. When you get out, you can burn the building as much as you want from the outside. It won't rain on you out there, so you'll be okay. Don't be mad at me, please.
Okay, so you're gonna go look for another door.
Yeah, we're gonna look for another exit.
Okay, the only 2 doors are behind the...
Fire escape exit?
Yeah, there you go. You could find a fire escape. I love it. I love it. Hey, there you go. You're making your way. The only place to go really is behind like doors where you would assume like the higher ranking offices would be for this station.
Screw it. We'll go out the front door.
Okay.
It's a lot of work. I'll turn around to look for another door and be like, I've already spent too much time here. Just walk out the front door.
Okay. So you walk out the front door, and it looks like there are 3 patrolmen outside taking cover behind a few squad cars. And they have pistols. And they see a massive fire spirit walking out the front door of their station.
I'm gonna tell him to attack the building. Just set it on fire.
Okay, as you're saying this, all of a sudden you start hearing explosions from inside the building. Multiples, like... it's almost like one set off the rest. And then windows shatter on the top 2 floors of just flame, just shooting out the windows. The front doors, this massive explosion comes out from behind you. The policemen that are behind the cars all like just duck and cover, some of their pistols like hitting the ground and skidding across the road.
With them ducking, I'm just gonna start booking it from my bike.
Sure. You just take off. You take off. The fire elemental. Are you? Is the fire elemental booking with you, or just staying there?
I told him to do what he wants. If he wants to go enjoy the fire, he can.
Okay. He immediately goes up to one of the squad cars and starts consuming it in flame.
Okay.
As you're booking it down the road.
Yeah, I'm rushing for my bike, and I'm getting out of here as fast as possible.
And the last thing these Lone Star hear is... and the bike, like, taking off down the road. And all you can see behind you is it's the epic moment where you are riding your motorcycle, and behind you is just the glow of burning Lone Star Station.
This is everything I ever wanted. And I'm gonna ride to the mall, I guess, unless they tell me they're going somewhere else.
You would have gotten a picture sent to your link. I don't know if you have a way to see it visually without looking at your comm link. So if you look at your comm link, you'll see this picture of this.
I might have saw the picture, but I don't think I would put 2 and 2 together that they were gonna go there.
Okay.
And the last place I was told they were was the mall.
Okay.
So
you're speeding off towards the mall.
Yeah.
It's in your hands. What would you guys like to do? Those of you, Wildfire, you still haven't gotten to the mall yet. You're still on your way. The rest of you are still gathered at the jewelry store where we left off.
Well, I think we should all regroup because if we're getting paid $4,000 yen a day, we don't need to rush.
Yeah. Take our time.
We have a proper label. Like, that was a lot. I'd like to have, like, a little calm down moment. So, like, why don't we go back and find Wildfire somewhere?
No, you should probably go by and fill out application too, so.
Application for what?
Well, when we were at the station and they'll, look around and pull out the application. Police.
You already have like so many jobs. You're like a workaholic.
Ah,
Not
but
like
if you
you-
get in with them, may get more leads.
Or I just do it through the back doors like I always do.
Ah, that's true.
Alright, I'm going to message Wildfire.
Okay.
Hope he's okay.
Where are
Hope the
you?
garage is okay.
Are you okay?
I can't answer because I'm on a motorcycle.
Can you
And-
answer your... Do you have a headless what? Can I call you if you're not answering?
It's
You're-
a regular.
Your comm link is
Mine's-
vibrating.
Oh
I called
god! Like one,
So is
one
his whole
hand on the
body.
micro, one hand on the comm link. I like pull over to the side of the road real quick.
There you go.
Yeah. Viewers, don't text and drive.
Hello?
Hello?
We don't condone this behavior.
Mosh? Wildfire?
Yes,
Where are you? Himatoko?
I am on my way to the mall.
Do you want to meet us at the garage? We're all gonna go back and take a breather because it looks like you also had a really rough day.
As long as nobody turns on the news yet.
What did you do? Well, I saw what you did, but what else did you do?
You don't know. You don't know what happened. You don't know the. I can't even begin to tell you what happened.
Okay, well, take a deep breath, calm down, and meet me at the garage, okay? And then
Okay.
we'll talk later.
Okay.
Just be safe. Don't be crazy driving.
My driving's not what's crazy about what happened tonight.
Yep. So that's it. Alright. Be careful.
Okay.
We'll see you at garage.
Okay.
Okay. Matane. Like, hang up.
So
Okay, let's go back to garage. He sounds like really wild up.
But did you find out this garage okay?
Your garage?
Nah, he got all angry I took application.
I don't. He said he was coming to mall.
Go to garage then.
I mean, do you want to see what he sent me? I'm going to forward it to the group chat.
All right, you guys see the image that Wildfire had sent the cipher with the two
Of the
unconscious.
two guys on the ground with pee.
Yes. Sprinkler system seems to have been engaged in the picture because they're soaking wet, laying in some kind of pool of water. It looks like there's
Their
a,
sprinkler systems
looks like
were
in
engaged.
the background it looks like two sinks are laying on the ground. One of them's like smashed and water's like spewing out of the wall.
Do we recognize any of the individuals who might have been ones that we were speaking to at the station?
Make a perception or a vigilance check, Gear Jammer.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say
Do I recognize
because
the guy from the
you
video
guys-
because I've seen him so many times?
you can also make that check. Either vigilance
Alright.
or perception. I'm gonna say since you guys have pretty good imaging comm links, that it's good quality. So it's gonna just be an average difficulty of 2 purple dice.
2?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, you said perception. I'm going to flip a story point and
Okay.
upgrade it.
You got it.
'Cause
Why not?
you
You know,
said 2 purple.
2 purple dice.
Oh.
Yeah.
I got the triumph again.
Okay, perception. Ooh, failure, but a whole lot of advantage.
Yeah. Yeah, so you don't really recognize any of them, but I would say with that perception roll, like that would be the moment you're like, well, I'll let you decide. You decide what your advantages do. I'll let you narrate. You don't really recognize either of the guys. It looks as if you're just having a really hard time. Like their faces are down and things of that nature. It's just really hard to see. Cypher, with the 2 successes for you, you would notice that the one guy is definitely one from the viral video. You kind of recognize some of you may not be able to get all of his facial features, but you just recognize the build, and it just seems like it's definitely the same guy. The other guy with that, well, I'll say that it starts to worry you a little bit. So those 2 threat are going to be 2 points of strain.
Okay.
And I'll let you decide what the triumph is for.
For my advantage, I think German looking at this is going to realize that wherever Wildfire went, that sure as hell ain't my bathroom. So I'm going to use to advantage to heal the 2 strain that I've got on me right now. Is
Okay.
Gearjammer's
The relief.
Yeah, Jimmer's like, thank God that's not my bathroom.
gonna just save.
You got it. Yeah, you have some. Your mind is eased. You're. I love that. Great use of advantage.
Could my triumph be spent to know, like, would I know where this guy is usually stationed, like which location? Since I know it's the same guy, and I would have.
Yeah. I mean, your triumph would probably tell you you. I guess like unconsciously, you probably saw him at the station while you were there, and this was the exact same station that you guys just left.
Oh damn! Okay.
Lone Star Station 5, which is now on your map on the Roll20. So if you need to see where
Not for
Station
long.
5 is.
I'm just realizing that building exploded with the 2 men unconscious in the bathroom.
That is true. Yep.
Yikes.
Yeah, you might want to lay low for a while.
Yeah, Brick killed a guy.
Yikes.
I would just like to point out that out of the entire station, you only saw 3 people leave.
Oh, yeah.
3 people left, and you're worried about the 2 unconscious ones. You probably had a whole lot more up on that second
At
floor.
least the unconscious ones are getting covered in water. The other ones, we don't know where they are.
True.
Yikes. Oh, well.
Okay, so that triumph means I know exactly where this happened. Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
It came from the same police officer you were just interrogating or
I don't say
questioning
anything.
about.
We need to have a conversation when we're back home.
Okay. You got it.
Let's go get the range rover, go home.
Okay.
So we'll do a quick like story scene wipe as you guys make your way back to the garage with no issues. You guys do hear a lot of alarming sounds though as you're driving back to the garage. Like it does sound like a lot of emergency vehicles have been activated around the city. You hear sirens and other things.
We know what that's for, huh?
What a
Gearjammer's
commotion.
going to turn on the radio, see if he can hear anything about it. Just on the drive home.
Not your normal smooth jazz, Gear Jammer?
Want to know what's happening.
All of a sudden, like it goes.
It is pretty good.
Someday I find like kill him.
And it goes, and then it flashes the news, and all you can see is a burning building consuming the screen. And it looks like a Lone Star station. And there's just commotion. You can see fire trucks, futuristic-looking fire trucks pulling up, and massive water hoses like pouring onto the building, and people rushing through. You just see silhouettes of people rushing through the bright light of the fire that seems to be gleaming behind. Chaos just everywhere in the background, and the news is like, oh yes, a massive explosion at Lone Star number 5. We tried to get here as quick as we could to catch in the action, and a police officer kind of like bumps in it, get out of the way, and just charges off forward. Just chaos, things just going everywhere. And you guys would recognize immediately as they say Lone Star number 5 that was the station that you stopped at not too long ago.
What a coincidence.
MG, take a boost. Take a boost.
Cypher,
Yes, BT.
are we terrorists now?
I think maybe Wildfire is definitely a terrorist, and we are guilty by association because we were all there together. So yes, maybe.
Your German pulls out the application and pulls up the cigarette lighter and just lights it and throws it out.
Throws it out the window.
Not passing
That's
the background
exactly
check.
what I wanted. That's it.
So good. So good. You guys pull into the parking lot of the garage, and Wildfire is actually already there. He beat you there.
I'm working on a car.
Yeah.
I'm like nothing happened.
He's just working
Alibi.
He's working on Sentinel's vehicle that you guys got paid to put some upgrades into it. As you guys pull in.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Gear Jammer dear, I'll set your default back to smooth jazz.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Don't be gone too long.
Just long to take out
You've been
trash.
neglecting her, Gear Jammer. Spend time with her.
It just
All
happened.
Fill her up with gas.
Take her for a little like midnight ride on the town.
Yeah, take her on a date. All right. Wildfire,
Your German's going looking for his bottle.
Yeah, what's going on? What's up? What's up?
are you okay?
I'm fine. I mean, my hands kind of hurt because I've been messing with this wrench for a little bit, but
That was a perfect music switch for this scene. It's like right on cue.
I know. I'm going to sit down beside him on the floor, cross-legged.
Okay.
What happened at 1*5?
a lot of things happened.
Okay, well, start from beginning.
Well, I was pretty mad throughout the day at some of the events that happened. I think I was antagonized a lot by a lot of people, so I was really just gonna go start a small fire. I drove away from you guys. I went back to the apartment. I got the fire roaches. I went back to the station. I turned myself invisible, snuck into the bathroom, shook up the fire roaches, and threw them in the vents. I really didn't think they would do that much damage.
Okay.
And then the guy from the video came in the bathroom.
Mm.
And I really don't remember much after that until I was outside. And I guess fire roaches explode violently. To put that minimally.
But you did not mean to explode whole building.
No! Maybe catch it on fire a little bit. They exploded.
Now they exploded real big.
I was right there. I saw it.
It's really bad.
Yeah. I mean, they deserved it. I mean, part of it. Partially.
I mean, definitely the guy on the floor that you took a picture of, but not everybody was hurting you in that video.
Yes. That's true.
What
But
if
even the
other-
ones in the hospital, were just rude. They were mean. They were mean to you.
I get lots of hate online all the time, Wildfire. I don't care about the people I don't know that hate me. I care about the people I know that love me. If you hated me, I would care. But they're just nobodies. They're not worth your time. They're not worth your anger. If I did that, I would be very upset every single day. I've gotten death threats. Not everybody's going to like you. But you don't hurt them. That one guy deserved it, but everybody else, not so much.
I mean, the second guy was laughing about it too.
Well,
It really seems like that video, it was so long ago, and it's just like their favorite thing in that building.
Wildfire, it will always be on the internet. It will never go away. It will go away for times and maybe come back for another week. That's how the internet works. It's algorithms. It's what people like and click. That doesn't mean that's your life. It was one moment in time. Take it from someone who knows. All of my stuff is on the internet. There's lots of stuff I've done that I don't like anymore, that I regret. But I made that choice, so I have to live with it. I just don't want you to hurt yourself more and then hurt others in the process. Because that's what happened today.
Yeah.
That's not fair to you, and that's not fair to the innocent people. They just clicked a button and clicked like. They don't deserve to die for hitting like.
I mean, we don't really know if they're dead.
Well, they're probably hurt. It was
Yeah.
big explosion.
It was really big.
It was really big. I'm just
Yeah.
going to hug Wildfire.
Okay.
I will return the hug, but very shakily.
Okay.
It will take time, but you will be better, I promise. But you can't keep acknowledging those people that don't mean anything to you. It will tear you apart.
That's fair. I think it just really got to me. Oh God! Oh no! He's looming at me now.
Wildfire, I have two things to say.
All right.
First, my understanding of morality is minor at best. However, I do understand the concept of escalation. If you cannot learn to let go of your anger, you will destroy yourself. The second thing is that 3 guys had pocket knives today.
What? 3?
Yes, here they are.
Is that like
And I hold them
everybody
up.
who you guys ran into?
I sent you the picture. Did you see that he was holding the pocket knives? Maybe you were just looking at the bodies.
I couldn't understand what was in the. My phone's not very good.
Okay, we'll fix that.
Matt,
I know, that is.
take a boost, please.
That's a lot.
Yes, at least 3 for 4. I did not check the store clerk to see if he had a pocket knife.
I guarantee he did.
They also had armor jacket if you want one.
I believe I already have an armor jacket.
Well,
Then there is no pleasing any of you.
I mean, I could
I
wear
mean, they
it.
were on sale at, you know.
I do
Yeah.
have an.
No, they were on sale at Kids Gap, apparently.
Oh jeez, I forgot I was holding the gnarled wand too. That whole time. That was 2 extra damage.
No,
Wow.
so you killed them all.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
Well,
it wasn't
this
like
isn't the first
you
time.
didn't even actually hit them. You used that ability, and
Oh,
that's
yeah,
what
yeah,
put
yeah,
them
yeah.
down. It
Yeah.
was just their fear of you.
That's fair.
Right, but then he blew up the entire building, which, rubble's going to collapse on them. They're going to be
Yeah.
buried alive underwater. crushed, cooked,
They'll be fine.
drowned.
They'll be okay.
We should lay low for a while, though.
Well, I mean,
I'm going to have to try and get into their servers and try and see if I can erase stuff.
I'm
that's
pretty
right.
sure they didn't see me.
But they saw you earlier today.
Yeah, but not every fire is caused by me. Them seeing me earlier today is really just an awkward coincidence.
That's usually all it takes.
That's fair, I guess.
Maybe we take him and have Doctor rearrange his face.
I'm all right. I don't want to do that. It's not my it's not my jazz, if you will.
Okay, maybe use hammer and do it ourselves.
No.
I have options you can choose from.
No, I'm all right. Thanks.
What about this?
Oh, no.
Perhaps this one.
What?
That's so good.
What's happening?
Maybe this.
That one, I like that one.
I think I'll just.
This
keep
one
my
is
own
very
eyes.
scary.
Oh!
I mean, technically, they didn't see me without my mask.
Do I see
Okay.
his mask anywhere?
When I take it off, I normally put it on like my hip, like a
Yeah.
buckle.
It's just hanging there.
Not going to pull his belt off.
That already happened in another game.
To be fair, I also normally need my mask if I'm doing anything other like light labor. So
Maybe you need new mask.
maybe.
I think BT have some options for you.
I'm all right. I'm really. There's just something about porcelain doll face that I really just can't wrap my head around.
Perhaps if you want to give the impression that you are non-threatening after accidentally blowing up a police precinct, consider Bear.
I like that one actually. That one's
Consider
good.
There.
Slightly sassy Bear. Consider seasonal elderly gentleman.
Seasonal. It's Santa Claus.
It's like the Halloween
Consider-
costume box.
Oh,
Oh no, wait,
That's pretty
this is
cool,
my
that's pretty cool.
intimidation mode. Sorry, ignore that.
I like bear. Kuma.
You have an impressive array of faces.
But yours is the one we need to change.
Well, like I said, they haven't really seen my face.
As long as he hides his mask, he's.
So all we have to do is wrap his face. Nobody ever sees his face. Nobody can ever prove it was him.
I am fairly certain that is not how forensic science works.
BT got the point on that one.
I really think we'll be fine, guys. I feel like, like sometimes you knock over the Jenga tower, sometimes you blow up a police precinct. Like it just happens.
I do not think those are on the same scale.
It's not the first time he's burned down a building around us.
I burned a
Oh,
hotel
he-
once.
Yes, with many guests inside, and you lit entire building on fire.
That
Are we seeing?
I wasn't thinking about that time. All right, that was my fault. The fire roaches, we were sold those pretty cheap. I really didn't think they would work that great.
See, and wasted. We could have made perfectly good weapon and used on Corporal.
Imagine if they all blew up in the same spot.
Well, now we never know because you used on policemen.
Wow.
Unless you, heebie-jeebie man, can get more.
I mean, we can
Maybe let's
ask.
not get more. Let's stop. No more fire roaches. That seems a little night, a little dangerous. So, I think we should all take a break tonight. Because I don't think going back out today is a good idea with everybody running around right now.
Well, also, just want to throw it out there. I had a giant fire spirit with me, and I told him to attack the building. So they might think it was just the spirit.
Okay. Let's hope. I will do some listening. I will do some scanning and see if there's any rumors. Make sure you're okay. Okay. No more blowing up buildings, okay? Unless it's a controlled area and we know exactly what we're doing.
How did you get there?
You know what? I also blew up that other building, too. Well, I set that on fire. Remember that?
Did you take your bike?
I did, but I ditched it like a couple blocks down the street.
Oh no.
How did
Okay.
you get your bike?
So that's a long story as well. So I jumped inside of the fire elemental.
Okay.
He walked me outside. He was going to cause a distraction so I could get away unseen. And then the explosion happened. And nobody was looking during the explosion. Well, so let me be honest. It was less of an explosion and more of a chain of explosions. So while the chain of explosions were happening and everybody was ducking and hiding, trying to avoid getting hurt, I just ran to my bike. So
I stand up and begin to walk outside.
Okay.
And I say, as security cameras exist, I'm going to keep a lookout for if the cops come to arrest us all. This way, at least we have some warning.
that's
I
fair.
am taking his bike. I'm gonna
My bike.
go find wherever his bike is parked,
Okay.
wheel it inside, and basically put it down in that lower like pit section where typically the mechanics would work,
Yeah.
and then lower the car down so you really can't see it.
Okay.
Okay, you're just hiding my bike.
Hiding it.
Got
Yeah.
it.
That's a good idea. Yeah. That
Security
one
cameras,
take
though.
anything but a little bit of time. You know, just a few, like 20 minutes or so to get
I mean-
everything situated. Yeah.
You know, I didn't see any security cameras.
Did you look?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going
Okay.
to sit on couch and go into the Matrix.
Okay.
Do the Matrix searching.
Sure.
See if there's
I
an
will post
ATV
myself.
out for like a man in a mask and a really loud motorcycle.
All right.
I will post myself on the roof of the garage for the night and keep vigil.
Okay, you got it. Let's have Cypher. I need you to make your your matrix search check would be a resonance check.
Yes, sir.
We're just gonna do a base of average difficulty, 2 purple dice.
Okay.
And so you're just basically looking on record to look for wildfires, anything.
I'm
on-
seeing if either any news sources, any press conferences. I'm listening, like I'm trying to find like recent police scan audio files to see if there's been any like ATV like call out for a man fitting his description.
Okay.
If there's been anything.
Okay. Sure.
And Gear Jammer, just in the background, is going to be sitting down watching the news.
Okay. Turn on the Tritio and turning it to a news station.
Does this mean you guys are going to stop watching that video now?
What video?
Nice.
I have to watch all the video I know to see which one he means.
Whoa! Very successful.
Jeez.
Yeah, so you're spending some time within the Matrix. You're going through, bypassing some different systems and things of that nature. What you do find is you intercept some chatter from the police station and things of that nature. It seems as if you get a glip from a news conference that a lieutenant did not too long ago. It said they speculate foul play and arson, but there's still the fire isn't even out yet, so there's still a lot of stuff that they've got to do, and they're hoping that things like their surveillance systems weren't damaged, so they can go back and grab any file footage that they need. They don't have any suspects currently based on the chatter that you picked up, but they suspect arson.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to bookmark it into my notification tabs.
One thing you would know too is they did have confirmation of a fire spirit.
Okay.
But that is the only confirmed hostile that people had eyes on from what they have information on at this time.
Okay. Well, at the moment, because I'm nowhere close to the station, I can't hack into their system. So what I'm just going to do for now is put a notification system on updates on this case and send it directly to my inbox. So anytime there's an update, I want it in my inbox.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that.
With that advantage is what I'll use the advantage for.
Excellent. You got it. Linked notification updates. Updates on the explosion of Lone Star 5.
Oh boy.
So how did your guys' day go? How was the mall?
Jack may have fried some individuals.
They're still alive.
They are still alive. But they also tried to rob the jewelry store that Jack said.
Are these the guys with the knives?
Yeah. But they also had shotguns.
Someone was wearing an orange Julius.
Oh, really? Why?
Anybody want a shotgun? I have 3 Mossberg shotguns too.
I really don't think I should have a shotgun. I don't think that's a good idea.
I already have 1 now. I have 4.
I have this empty orange Julius cup.
Stop laughing at me. Hang on, BRB.
Was he wearing the orange Julius because you threw it at him?
Yes, it was very effective.
Maybe we should just always have orange Julius. Every time we go anywhere.
Sponsorship.
Do you have any idea how expensive that would be?
It can't be as expensive as everything else that we tend to do.
But real orange Julius with real orange?
That's fair. That is pretty
It would
expensive.
be very expensive considering apparently that one is the only one that exists anymore.
That's fair. That's fair.
Wildfire, you received a player inspiration in chat for some therapy.
All right. Respectable.
If he needs therapy, he can go mow the lawn.
I come out of the Matrix and I let them know what I found. They suspect arson, no suspects. They know that there was a spirit there. But I've got updates linked to my account, so at the moment we're okay.
Whenever there's a fire, they always suspect arson at first.
It seems like you have experience with that.
It's Yeah. It's my area of expertise. It is my jazz. It's getting kind of late. You need to go on a ride with your car.
You're just gonna get up and start walking away, and as he walks away, gonna flip the video onto the screen.
Whoops, 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 whoops. Just repeating over and over and over again.
I don't even look at the video.
I turn it off.
I made that guy pee his pants.
You did.
You made
That's
your
more
video
And
than-
then dropped a burning building on him, technically.
That's also. Do we have to bring that part up?
Oh, I thought we were talking about the sweet taste of revenge. I misunderstood the situation.
It did taste pretty good in the moment until the building exploded.
So you guys have this evening. Is there anything that you guys want to do? Or are you guys going to lay it low for this evening and wait till tomorrow to do anything further with any?
Cyber wants to lay low, but I'm going to spend my evening house hunting for a new apartment for me, Wildfire MBT.
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
Meow.
Sounds good. So are you going to go by yourself on a motorcycle?
No, I'm gonna first start searching it online, like look up
Oh,
houses
yeah.
online first, and then show the two of them like what they specifically are looking for, and then I'll go out.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. So you spend a little bit of time. Are you going into the Matrix to do this? Like, are you?
Yeah,
all right.
house tour, of course.
So like Cypher passes out for a while, doing some house hunting. Anything else like in general you guys would want to do, the rest of you, or?
There we go. Gear Jammer would probably, once Cypher sort of conked out,
Yeah.
Gear Jammer would grab his bike and try to get in touch with his contact, whose name I did not want to open that. I wanted to look up Discord. I've forgotten the my contact's name, the weapon seller.
I've got one here that says Sutek.
Yeah, that was when you had me set up from the beginning as a fixer. Boomer. The fat
Boomer. Boomer. All right.
Okay, Boomer.
dwarf.
Boomer.
Okay.
Yeah,
what are-
Chunky dwarf. Basically going to try to get on the horn with them and see
Yeah.
if I can pick up a couple of grenades from him.
Without like going through extensive role play, there are, you could probably pick up to 5 grenades. He's got kind of in stock off to the side. He'd be willing
Okay.
to.
Would he have any of them that are in the book? There are 6 that are listed: flashbang, frag, high explosive, incendiary smoke, or tier.
I would say they have everything but tier.
Oh, okay. Okay, so he's got 5. Okay. I will pick up, I'll swing by, pick up 5 grenades from him.
Okay. He does offer a trade. If you'd be willing to trade those shotguns that you picked up.
Oh, nobody else wanted that. Don't give him the 3 shotguns.
All right. It's flat out even trade for the shotguns and the ammunition for him.
Save me some coin. Now I have ammunition for my grenade launcher. You know, when you need to deal with wildfire.
Jack, anything in particular Jack would do currently?
I'm gonna
right
try
now?
to look something up on my comm link. I'm gonna see if I can use this thing. I want to try to research.
Okay, what are you gonna research?
I'm gonna try to start tracking down a place where I can get magical implements.
Okay.
Trying to see if there's anything out there, like any,
Okay, Okay, first, before you do this, I want you to roll 2d6.
Oh no, Michael. Michael. Well, I had a 4 and a 3. That's a 7.
That's good. That's good. So
Okay.
no gremlins affect your search. And
These are working.
so what is it that you're searching? Like, how are you conducting your search? Like I want some details on this. See if you can give me some deets.
Like your grandpa using Facebook, where he just like types in like a name, but it just comes up as a post, you know?
Yeah, you get a couple leads doing things like that. Yeah. You're not really sure.
Comlink, where do I find a power focus? Like
you're talking to it, and you don't even have like the Siri on yet, or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah. You do get a couple leads. One of them has like this strange logo of a weird, creepy-looking clown guy. Who apparently has the name like Bobo. You find some other guys. You find one place that's called Majestics. It seems to kind of pull your attention a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And you find a place that's called simply called the Arcane Toolbox.
Gotcha. I would make a like paper or I guess soy paper note of this so that I, have it on file for later if I get a chance to go explore something.
Sure, you got it. On traditional paper, no digital assets.
Yes, I don't have to worry about that because I don't know how to favorite things or save things.
He has all the tabs open.
Yep.
Okay.
All of his tabs are post-it notes.
That's it. Okay. How about Wildfire? Anything special for the evening?
I think I spent a good hour and a half trying to break this bolt that nobody helped me with.
Okay.
So I'm still stuck on the same bolt with my noodle arms.
You got it. Yeah, it seems like everybody's kind of ignoring you, even though you're like...
Yeah. I'm doing the whole, like, grab another wrench to put it on that wrench and push harder type thing, and it's just not working.
Every 20 minutes, BT-san and Wildfire both get, like, notifications of different houses. I'm like, oh, this one's nice. Oh, what about this one? Oh, what about this one? Like, every 20 minutes, there's, like, 6 houses now.
What, Cypher, would your goal with this be to upgrade your living status?
Probably not.
Just maybe to just get a little
because
bit of a nicer
I'm not
place?
sure what their range is.
Got it. So you don't know what their income
But
or what they'd be willing to pitch in? Yeah.
Right. I want it to be the same as mine. I'm not going under. I'm staying as is, which is pretty good.
You don't want to be like in that like situation where you're in a group project and you have to do all the work.
And I have to pay all the rent.
Yeah, you don't have to. That's it. Yeah.
I don't want to pay all the rent.
Sure,
but I am looking for like 3-bedroom and like a nice like living space. Okay. But I want the bedrooms, at least my bedroom, to be bigger so I can set up all of my streaming area.
Okay.
I want the proper nice game room.
Nice game room.
Gaming chair.
Gaming chair.
Yeah, you think like it's gonna take a little while to like secure it. It takes a while to like purchase a new place and things of that nature. So
we're not at the end
this
of
is something that you could like work on, over time. So we could say that's kind of like a downtime activity for Cypher to kind of get that stuff situated. You don't even have to make any rules for it. It's easy enough for you to just go ahead and like look around for places. There's plenty of places available. It's just taking the time to actually look and find something that you think will fit you guys and your needs. So.
Mm-hmm. Does Wildfire or BT have any requests or needs that need to be met?
Just a regular room. Doesn't have to be anything special.
BT-san?
I have no human living arrangement needs.
So you need like a power plug in the wall or something?
I do not.
Do you want anything though, even if you don't need it?
Maybe a nice
I do
blender
Ooh.
to be your friend or something?
Or to make Orange Julius?
A more Orange Julius? A talking blender that makes Orange Julius.
This seems racist.
That's probably racist. I just
mean,
want Orange Julius to make it whole.
you know. My bad. I'm crossing a lot of lines today, alright? I just killed a whole building of people. So,
Full of police officers.
yeah, so, you know.
Alright, well, if BT doesn't have requests, I'll just make something nice for him then.
And feel free to use the extra income on your own needs.
On my
I
what?
do not mind paying an equal share.
Okay.
What if we gave him like a... What if we found a place that had like a nice like guard post at the front of the house or something? Because he likes to stand watch at night, right? So like what if there was like a nice... Like or it was like stairs up to a railing and he could just like stand at the railing.
Like a place with a balcony that goes up to the roof, like a rooftop.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, something he can...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I will put that into my searches. Okay. I go back into the
I'm not a gargoyle. What?
But it seems like every time we go to sleep, you just go outside to like just to stand there.
I need to do something. I don't sleep or eat.
Like a gargoyle.
Wait, but hold on a second. You don't sleep and you don't eat, but you had Orange Julius?
Yes. I like to hold the cup, okay?
That's fair. That's fair. Is that why you're still holding the empty cup?
Yes. Yes, it is.
All right. Got it. Understood.
In all honesty, I thought there was a non-zero chance that I might need to throw it at someone. And it turned out I was correct.
That's fair. Yeah, it became very useful. Who knew? Who knew?
I'm sorry. I lost
Perhaps
that
a
there for a minute. Perhaps a garden.
Perhaps a garden.
Yeah.
There you go.
Ooh. Okay.
I don't know why I said that. But I find that it is true. I would like a garden.
What about like a rooftop Zen garden?
Ooh. Oh, we could do so many cool things. Oh my god, I'm getting so many ideas, you guys.
I could use some Zen.
Yes, you could. I could do like a Shinto shrine up there. Oh my god, that would be so cute.
Actually, I think if I'm not mistaken, I think there might be a drug in this game that's also Zen.
Zen.
So you could have a Zen garden.
That's fair. Speaking of drug, I actually, as I'm working, am like picking up my mask and breathing into my mask like every 10, maybe 5 minutes if I'm working too hard.
Yep, those of you inside that were conscious at the time of this happening would notice that taking place.
I keep forgetting that I have to do that. But I know I talked to you about it before, Michael. So.
All right. So with that coming to a close, are you guys just going to kind of spend the evening here in the garage, just going to sleep, relaxing here, and then we could basically do a screen swipe to the next morning. If you guys are okay with that. BT, throughout your night's watch, you don't... I mean, there's a couple vehicles that kind of cruise by, but nothing seems suspicious, like anybody's looking for anybody. You don't notice any, like, searches going on with patrol cars or anything like that. Night seems to pass by without any issue. And you guys all start to awaken for the next day. It's up to you. What would you guys like to do?
Should we follow up on that lead and see if we can find Justine?
Oh, we have address, right?
Yeah, let me pull that back up.
Day 2's work.
Yes.
Perhaps not burn down another building.
Please no. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Oh, but in the meantime, look at this. I went up that side. Fire grenade.
That seems counterproductive to the goal of not burning down any more buildings.
I try not to notice the fire grenade.
I don't think we need fire grenades, but maybe. So we go to Bunker Hill Road.
Tried to get water grenade to put out wildfire, but apparently did not make that.
Oh,
I mean, that doesn't always work, but
we could get one of those like water guns.
Oh, the super soaker.
Super super, yeah. I bet.
I would actually prefer no. I'm pretty scared of water, so if we could.
Gear Jammer, you would know that super soakers in this world are very difficult to get a hold of. They stopped making them in 2039, and they're like a black market, high priced item.
Well, yeah.
I want even more now. Just to say I have it.
Nah, they're like a collector's item.
Damn.
Needs to must we ransom of Dragon Man to buy the super soaker.
I mean, 4,000 nuyen a day, I bet we could eventually afford a super soaker.
Maybe someone pay us more to, you know.
What's that mean? Kill who?
Steal third.
Steal third.
No! Okay.
Does everyone know what that is? What are we stealing?
We're not stealing anything. We're going to go talk to Justine.
Okay, which car am I loading? I'm taking truck or Range Rover?
Range Rover.
Probably Range Rover is probably safer, yeah.
No, safer is truck. Has multiple guns.
Range Rover.
Range Rover is probably
Range
safer, yeah? Okay. Okay.
Range Rover's the one that needs attention too, right? Or is that the other one?
Range Rover is
No,
the one that
Range
has
Rover is one that
is Gear Jammer's girlfriend.
I'm always going to shoot for the Range Rover, I think.
Okay, so are you basically punching in the address to this place into the systems of the Range Rover just to basically, are you going to do autopilot or are you going to drive it manually?
we let her drive.
All right.
But I am taking, putting my shotgun in my leg compartment and taking a couple of my grenades, one of each kind, in my arm compartment.
Okay. Sure.
And my shot gloves on, guys.
Yeah, anybody who has any equipment needs, yeah, you guys can equip up and hop on into the Range Rover, where after punching the address in the grid guide for the automated systems of the vehicle, just starts her way towards the Emerging Futures Unlimited address, which I'm gonna shift ping it. It's up here in the kind of going towards Bay 11 up here in your. Oh, I moved it. I apologize there.
I jumped into the river.
It jumped in
No,
there.
we're coming.
Yeah, so it's up. It's around up in that area, and you guys would know basically from being from New Orleans and stuff. There's a lot of like small businesses over in this location. It's kind of like if you went to one of those. I don't know, like areas that are designated commercial, like business parks and things of that nature. There's a lot of business buildings in this location. And you guys make your way there.
Driving over.
Oh yeah,
Can
sure.
I do a quick search? Just a very basic, like online search. Like, what sort of business is this?
Yeah. You do a basic search, and it's very vague what they do, but it seems as if a lot of the vague, it's a lot of enhancement technology is what they say they do.
Nice little place.
So it's a tech place, but it's not like a big corp. Like it's not a big hefty corporation like Ares was. This looks like kind of like maybe it was more a specialized place. Maybe they specialize in this technology that they're working on. Very vague about it on public servers and public website. But you head there and you get there no problem. Grid guide leads you right to the address, and you can see a beautiful illuminated sign out front: Emerging Futures Unlimited. The issue is that when you pull in, rather than finding a very beautiful, futuristic-looking structure from a smaller corporation here, the headquarters of this place looks like something out of a war zone. It's a 5-story building, but there's scaffolding along the sides of like 2 sides of the building, like construction scaffolding that's set up. And you can see around it, there's still piles of what looks to be small drifts of piled up glass from shattered windows all around the building.
Immediately turns to like a wildfire.
What?
It looks as if this scaffolding rises up to the 4th floor on both sides of this building. You can see there is work currently underway. It looks like to replace basically a whole back corner of window panes from this facility. As you pull up, you kind of pull up into an area that has there's like a area where there's areas to park, and it looks like there's a walking space and then a fountain. In the center of a fountain, there's this large, what looks to be marble carved statue of fine make. Strangely enough, it looks like almost like BT without his hood on, with feathered like angel wings that come out of its back, and it's holding up high this what looks to be olden, like ancient possible times, like king's scepter in its right hand, and it's just got this kind of majestic pose as the fountain water is just slowly pouring down off the side around it.
The site says an enhancement company, but now it looks like a robotic company.
Does it look like it was attacked recently? Like,
It looks like somebody burnt it down in multiple explosions.
It wasn't me. All right, this time. Listen. It really wasn't me this time.
I believe you.
Perhaps we should inquire as to if they are missing a dragon currently.
No. Are we to go in and just lay the cards on the table, or are we trying to are we lie?
I mean, we could just find Justine and ask her what she knows about the earring and what she knows about her client that asked for the earring.
That seems like a reasonable place to start.
Okay.
We could lie if you want.
I know vehicles. I know vehicles. I know how to use bullets and people.
All right.
Perhaps we gauge our answers to our queries about the earring, and then proceed from there. We can ask questions that would not directly inform her of what we know, but would infer that we know some things, to then see if she knows what we are inferring that we know. And if she infers that she too knows those things, then we will know that she knows what we know. And everyone will know.
Does anyone know what the hell he just said?
Yes, I understood completely. I'm getting really good.
The answer is 7.
So we go in, we say 7, and we know. Okay.
So just to throw it out there, believe it or not, I'm actually pretty good at talking to people.
Are you
Sometimes.
sure?
Like,
No, for real. I am pretty. At least, if there's something very important, I can. I tend to do a little bit better with trying to get something done, or ask questions and get good answers.
Well, I'm pretty good at charming people because everyone likes me.
That's true.
Well, most people, not everybody.
Let us all go in then.
Okay.
I just want to throw it out there though. If there is something that we definitely want to know,
Mm-hmm.
I can maybe get them to tell us a little bit easier. I don't know if anybody else has
Open
those
out the
abilities.
window and threaten to drop her.
No, I don't.
It's just using my natural
Can
fiery
we-
charm.
Okay, let's minimize pain and hurting people and just try
Right.
talking this time, okay?
Okay.
Yeah,
so no
yeah,
fire,
that's what I'm
no
saying.
Hold out the window.
Right.
All right. Let's go.
Okay. So you guys are approaching. You pass this fountain and you walk up some steps, and you make your way to the main entry, where you see standing outside the main entry is a large troll guard. Seems to be equipped with a shoulder strap, some armor, and has an Uzi 3 to be more specific, strapped to kind of his side as you guys approach, and he just watches you as you guys make your way. Gear Jimmer, how tall are you?
Oh dear God. 7 and change.
Okay, this guy's probably just a few inches taller than you, so he's actually taller than you as you approach, and he actually just watches you. He's not very polite. He doesn't open the door for you, but watches you guys all as you guys make your way. And this facility, for some reason, these main entryway doesn't have automatic doors, and you can see that when you open that there are a complex system of mag locks on the back of these doors that can be engaged. So you guys make your way into the building. Across the lobby, as you guys are walking through this, it looks really nice in here. Like it's got a nice tiled floor. There's some potted plants like spaced out symmetrically around the room. Some waiting chairs and areas of natural space where people can kind of sit around and just wait or take a break. You make your way, and there's another guard, a female guard, that's kind of sitting behind a desk as you approach, and just kind of looks at you curiously and says, "Can I help you?"
Hi, is Justin Greer here?
Just a minute, please.
Okay.
And she stands up, and you see her walk back closes the door, but there's a lot of like glass, and you can see that she's picking up a comm link and actually like calling on the phone an individual. And you guys have a moment to you're left alone right here, right now. There's nobody else in this lobbyway for just a moment. If there's anything you want to talk about or say while this is
I'm gonna
taking place.
take a couple of steps a little closer. See if I can try to listen in.
We're about 15 feet away, so speak, behind the counter.
Okay.
It's gonna be it'd be almost impossible. It doesn't seem like you can hear anything. You can see the conversation taking place, but as far as sound goes, you can't hear, unless you have something that enhances the sound of something. Like if you have some kind of cyber implants that allow you to like hone in on people's voices or something like that, then I would probably let you make a check for it, but
I know, and didn't think to bring drones with me today, so.
Right.
Yeah.
So it looks like after a few minutes of speaking on this comlink, the female guard hangs up, walks back out of the door. You can see that the door swings shut behind her. And instead of stepping behind the counter, just kind of steps out from behind the counter and just says, "Follow me, please."
Hey.
Just leads the way. And it's actually leading the way, I believe it's to making kind of a right and then down a little bit of a hallway and then opens up into a section that has 3 elevators. And she walks onto one of the elevators and, right this way, please.
Q-Germ's going to situate himself behind her.
I'm to her right.
As you get into the elevator, as you guys all get in there with this woman, another orc guard, this orc guard comes in, kind of large fangs kind of sticking up through his jaw, and steps into the elevator as well. And just kind of turns around and just faces the doorway. Like, he's not even looking at you guys. He's just kind of coming in. You can see he's equipped with much of the same equipment that the door guard had from the main entryway. Just kind of stands there, gives the female guard kind of like a little nod, and you see her punch the elevator to the 5th floor, and the elevator door closes and begins to rise rather quickly.
I check the maximum weight capacity placard on the elevator.
Exactly my thought.
You're doing what?
I check the maximum weight capacity placard on the elevator.
It seems to be within capacity. You might be getting closer to max capacity, but it seems to be able to handle this.
Jump up and down in the
These gentlemen
elevator.
are quite large, and I am extremely dense.
As the elevator stops on the 5th floor, the door does not open. And it's awkward because you've been in elevators before, and usually when it makes that ding noise, the door opens and you walk out. The door does not open, but all of a sudden you hear this buzzing noise. It goes bzzz, and then you hear an automated voice comes out and says, "Subject 1 has a concealed shotgun in a compartment, along with several explosives." And then basically what this does is it buzzes down, and anyone who has any concealed weaponry, it reads out subject 2 and then says what you have on you. It seems that this elevator was equipped with some kind of weapon scanning system.
Would a gnarled wand count as a weapon?
It does not pick up the gnarled wand.
Would you deny an old man his staff? It's a walking stick.
I left my gun at my apartment, and we haven't gone back to pick it up, so I don't have my gun
You
yet.
don't have your gun? Okay.
Mhm.
BT, it would buzz if you have your katana and for
I
your
am
shotguns.
armed. Yes, I am armed. Those are integrated into my body. I don't know how that registers.
Okay. So your katana is hooked to you somehow?
I believe we established that it is physically because I have that I have the quick draw features. It physically ejects out of my my arm.
Okay.
And the same with the shock gauntlet. It's
Okay.
integrated into my arm.
Okay, the orc standing there is looking towards you, and as you, I would assume maybe BT would explain this to him, or would this be something that BT would just, because
when it announces I have my,
Yeah.
I have a katana and a shock gauntlet, I would say, yes, that is accurate.
Wildfire and Jack, do you guys have any like guns or knives or anything that would
Nothing.
read up as this
Oh,
computer
God.
system?
I probably took one of the pocket knives, honestly. Like,
It would probably say subject 3 has a pocket knife concealed. As it buzzes, and it basically just reads out all your like mechanical or wired smart linked weapons, anything that you would have of that nature. It basically calls them out. And the orc that walked in kind of looks over at you guys and is like, if the weapons are left within the elevator, the doors will open and you may proceed. Unfortunately for that individual, and points over to BT, you're probably going to need to wait in the elevator as well.
There can't be an exception if he promises to be good.
We don't do good with promises here, young lady.
I can deploy and leave the weapons behind, that is not a problem. Though, it may be wise to clear the elevator before I deploy the sword.
It's going to be hard. Our systems are... It's set up that you need to be disarmed before the doors will open.
Okay.
It sticks into the ceiling.
Barrier!
That's a cool feature.
Both the guards are, oh! It shoots the katana into the ceiling of the
Amazing.
And then I like, all right. The shock gauntlet has been disabled as well. And I attach my disconnected hand to the hilt of the katana in the ceiling of the elevator.
Is there like a little hole in the wrist cuff here? Where it like locks?
Is there BT?
Oh, can I bike chain my gauntlet to my sword?
Could I put the pocket knife
into the slot?
into your...
I hold onto the katana with the thumb and the first 4 fingers, and I extend one of the pinkies like a little hook to put the knife onto.
Set it up.
Yes.
Wow.
As you guys disarm, Gear Jammer.
I have to take my jaw off. Technically, no part of my jaw.
It did not call out your jaw as a weapon. It only called out like your shotgun, your grenades,
my shock gloves.
In your shock gloves. That's right. Yeah.
Okay, so
It seems
like
like
I take the shotgun out, lean that up, take the shock gloves, sort of prop them up together, and put the grenades on top of them.
okay, pile them up nice and neat. Yeah.
No, sort of setting it up so it looks like if somebody bumps them the wrong way, and maybe they sort of hit and activate.
Oh, okay,
And
okay.
shock the grenades and.
Okay. So you set those things up, and you're kind of setting it up in that.
What about the monofilament wire that's in my other arm?
That doesn't come up as a weapon.
Okay.
What about this? What about yeah, like a wrench?
He's like mostly all
kitchen sink.
metal. Like he's very close to BT.
I'm 75% robotics.
Yeah, he's close to BT. Yeah. So yeah, as soon as you guys disarm, the elevator doors ding open, and the guard, both guards actually seem to escort you out of this place. And double check here. Okay, so they didn't have to do that. So you guys are headed off, and the guard escorts you to an office space. as you're making your way through there. The doors are open, the guard's open. It seems as if the communication has been clear that somebody's come to see Justine Greer. And they open the office. It's a modest size, but it looks rather comfortable office space. And the desk that you see in front of you seems to be covered in papers and reports. Not really organized, seems rather messy. And it seems that this young lady, probably in her early to mid, I would say probably more like mid-30s, is sitting there. Looks like she just hung up her comm link as you guys enter. She just motions to a few of the chairs that are in front on the other side of the desk as you guys enter. Doesn't really is kind of continuing just to say goodbye on this comm link as you guys enter and just gesture. She doesn't really that's her gesture is her, greeting towards you basically. She doesn't really say hello or anything of that nature.
Did the guards lead us into the room? Where are they situated?
The guards kind of left you, they pulled you into the room, and then they exited and closed the door behind them. So it's just you guys and this woman in this office currently. And you also notice that there is a nameplate that has her name on it, Justine Greer, and it also has underneath it, Director of Operations.
Any windows?
There are a few. Mm-hmm.
Decent size, small?
Pretty decent size, yeah. You do also notice that there is a security camera in the corner of the room. And she smiles and kind of gestures towards you and it kind of apologizes for being on the comm link. I'm sorry, just a lot has been going on recently. We're just, got some new business going on, but yeah, how can I help you?
Hajimemashite, I'm Cypher, and he's one of my friends. We are
Cypher.
hired by one of our clients to do some investigating for him, and we've gotten a lead that maybe you might have some information that could help us.
Oh, information. What kind of information?
I will slide the piece of paper with all the information on it towards her.
She takes the paper and she kind of looks at it. Huh. Well, that's strange.
How so?
I don't remember putting in any order for any earring. Where'd you get this?
The insight check.
Okay. Okay.
I know there's no insight check, but Chris is one.
Okay. That's a vigilance check.
Vigilance.
And this is contested against her. This is going to be a daunting 4 purple check.
Yikes.
Okay, I'm gonna use an upgrade, please. A player point.
And I am also going to use a GM story
Oh
point.
no!
I'm going to upgrade that once.
This, I should upgrade this, but I haven't yet. Alright. This is going to suck. Oh!
Oh! Oh!
Okay. So you succeed with your insight. It comes off to you as maybe she didn't know about it personally. Like maybe she wasn't the one who did it, but maybe had an idea of somebody who did, perhaps. But the 2 threat I'm going to cash in for, she gives you a strange look, and it's almost like she's inciting you at the same time. Trying to justify your motivations. It seems like while you're looking deep into her, like she's just like giving it right back to you. So there's this like strange standoff taking place.
The 2 women are just like,
yeah, it's like this mental standoff of, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Yeah, I mean, why would I have any need for anything like this?
Well,
I'm
that's
sorry,
why
I-
we're. Are you sure? Because, like, I'm not sure how big your company is, but maybe someone else used your name for you? Why else would it have your full name and your place of work?
It's a really good question. I mean, do you have any idea who would use our name?
I mean, I could look for you to see if your systems got hacked, if that's what you want me to look for.
I
could
I'm
do
sorry.
it.
I'm confident in our systems here at Emerging Futures. I don't think that there would be any foul play involved with our systems. We've got top of the line systems here at Emerging Futures.
This seems like a perhaps relevant time to point out that the first several floors of your building do appear to have been exploded,
That's fair.
which would run counter to the suggestion that your systems are fully operational and can be trusted.
You know, our computer systems are different from our, our physical building status. That is, unfortunately, the investigation is still taking place. There's still a lot that we don't know, but we've got the best in-house private investigators working on this, and we're going.
So you
to get
guys
it
were
fixed.
attacked?
It's kind of a mixture of things, but it's too complicated. I won't go into it right now. It's a little too.
I
too
mean,
much.
it might be related because, there's a lot of attacks happening in the city.
Oh, what kinds of attacks?
Well, the hospital had a big thing, and then recently the police station.
what do
Now
you-
this
That
place
was
also
insane.
exploded.
Oh,
Would do something like that.
A police station and a hospital, all within
That's
like
what
the
I'm
same
saying. And now
week?
yeah.
yours?
Wow,
Monster would do that.
that's
And it looks like similar damage.
Very similar damage, especially to the hospital.
I don't know. I mean,
What
the police
kind of-
station kind
what
of looked
kind
a
of-
little bit different.
what kind of savage would attack a police station and a hospital? That just.
One,
I mean,
so you don't recognize this earring, right?
I do not. I'm sorry. I mean, do you have any? I mean, what information do you have about the hospital attack? There hasn't been much released about any attack on a hospital. I mean, what do you know about it?
I'm going to pull out the sketch I did of the other gold coin that the dragon mentioned,
Okay.
that he said he remembered seeing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, what about this one?
Okay. She picks it up on the desk and looks at it. What is this? What am I looking at?
I'm not sure. That's why I'll ask you, because it's similar to this gold earring. Maybe it's similar.
She looks at it kind of closely and.
Like I said, we're trying to investigate for our client. There's lots that he doesn't remember, and you are a main lead.
Look, I'm really sorry. I've never seen anything like this. Where did you get this anyway? I mean, this came from your client?
From our client, yes.
I mean, it does
Our
not.
client was injured at the hospital. He's very hurt. He has some sort of amnesia,
Oh, that's
and
terrible.
we're looking to find who did this. And if your building was attacked recently, how recently?
I mean, that's up to some speculation. I mean, I was on a little bit of a vacation, and our security systems went down for just temporarily, but that doesn't mean that the integrity of our systems were null and void.
Listen, we're being straight with you. You can be straight with us. Like, we have no interest in bringing any damage to your company or your reputation. We don't care about any of that. We're trying to figure out our side of this investigation. That's all we want to know.
May I ask a question about? This is a player to GM question. The damage that we noticed on the way in.
Yeah.
Did it appear as if the windows were blown out and there was damage.
Yeah.
Did it appear that the damage that was caused came from the inside outward or the outside inward?
Unfortunately, from looking where you guys were, your vantage point, walking up and just seeing like up to the 4th and 5th floor, you have no idea. You would have to get a closer look to those areas of the structure probably to be able to tell. It looks like construction is going rapid. Like, it looks like some of the parts have already been put back into place. So this is quite a rapid construction. But all the windows haven't been replaced yet. So that would probably be all that you guys would have saw coming in. So it would take some really close investigation on your part to be able to discover that.
I mean, it's just really coincidental that this building managed to explode, then a police precinct exploded, and you don't want to give us information about it.
Well, it's not that I don't.
It could be a lead.
It's not that I don't want to give you information. It's I don't have any information to give you. I mean, I really wish I could help you with this, but you mentioned the police station was maybe the police or the lieutenants at the police force. Maybe the Lone Star knows something. Perhaps if it's police, maybe Knight Errant. If you're going that way.
Lone Star is still in process of digging out remnants of their police force.
Oh,
Right.
that's-
We're mainly going off hospital and now this one. Because hospital is where client was found.
Mm.
How long was system down for? You said temporary.
Probably
1 day, 3 weeks.
Oh, probably not even a day. Yeah, probably a short blip of time.
So, how many days ago was system down for short blip?
You would have to contact my computer operations director.
Could we talk to them? Because as someone that's in the tech field, even if you were down for 24 hours, that's plenty of time for your systems to be infiltrated and potentially put a virus, cracked, download. I know it's not a lot of time, but they don't need a lot of time.
Well, I assure you, we have been taking precautions, but unfortunately, our computer operations director is on a slight vacation at this current time and is not in the office. I can schedule an appointment if you guys would like to come back at another time.
That would be amazing. What's their name and when do they get back so we can know when we can schedule that?
Her name is Janine.
Janine?
Mm-hmm. She is scheduled to come back in roughly 5 days.
All right. What's her last name?
Janine.
Cypher's gonna do her own search. This is why she's asking.
I do not trust this lady.
It's pretty simple. It's Janine Rogers.
Janine Rogers.
Yep.
And she's your operational manager?
Yeah, the computer operations manager.
Computer operations. Yep. Is
As
there
they are
any...
having this conversation,
Sure.
BT is just he's sort of like wandering around the office a little bit behind them. Like if there's a ficus, he's sort of like touching the ficus a little bit.
Okay.
Maybe like playing with the pitcher of water in the corner with the little cups. And as he's doing this, he's just sort of almost as if to himself, but audibly enough for to be heard by the woman behind the desk, is sort of humming the theme song to the children's program that the dragon watched in front of us. That he or it had told us
was his
we had
favorite?
gleaned was like its favorite that he watched all the time. And BT is very just casually sort of gauging any reaction or familiarity to this tune.
So smart, BT. That's so smart.
Go ahead and I want you to make either I'll call this either perception or vigilance check for BT.
I use my street smarts check. I don't know what that roll's supposed to do.
It's
Trying
kinda
so
like,
hard to use that every
yeah,
session.
no, no.
I know.
It's street.
I'm
I think,
attacking. Can I use street smarts?
I think
I also have street smarts.
I think
so I feel
street
you.
smarts is more for like gang related material than what this would be.
Street's a
So
gangbanger. He's rocking Crips colors. We know it.
so I will go ahead. Yeah, you can make either I'll call it either vigilance or perception. It's still going to be the daunting check, so it's going to be 4 purple dice for your difficulty. But because you're doing something related to something that you heard in the hospital, I'm not going to bother spending any points to upgrade. I'm just going to leave it right where it is.
I have.
That's a
you
smart
gave me a
move.
boost recently. How do I use that?
Your boost is just add a blue die to your.
Blue.
Yep, add one of those blue squares.
Okay, you said 4 purple.
Yep.
Okay. I don't think there's anything else I can do to help make me any better at this. Right, like burning a story point doesn't do anything.
Burning a story point
it
will
would.
upgrade
Yeah.
upgrade your check. If you'd
Be
like
really
to.
Okay, I suppose I should do that. This
Yep.
seems important.
So you're gonna add what do you see under your good dice on the left side? You'll just upgrade once under there, and what it'll do is it'll
Upgrade.
turn one of your normal ability dice into a proficiency die.
Okay. And then I will roll my perception. And we will hope that the dice don't treat me like they usually do.
Well,
Okay.
They treated you like they usually do.
yeah.
Of course they did.
You don't notice any reaction from Justine. What would you say the advantage is for? You have one advantage to spend. You can narratively describe something, but one advantage is only going to give you something kind of minor to help you.
Sure. Check my.
There is the chart. The chart is more for combat, but if you want to use it as kind of like a base reference on like narrative and social encounters. A lot of
Does,
times the narrative encounters, it's kind of freeform and how you guys, it's up to your creativity, you know?
Does strain go away after we go to bed?
It does. Yeah. When you wake up the
Okay.
next day, all your strain is removed and you can heal 1 wound for a whole night's rest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you guys all had a long rest, so you guys would have gained those benefits.
Very nice.
I suppose I'll add the I'll give the blue square to somebody else's check.
Okay.
With the I guess the narrative explanation that I think exactly what sort of happened among the players happens among the characters as BT is sort of seemingly putting around innocuously humming this random children's tune. At least some of the gang sort of picks up on what he's getting at, in that he's trying to sort of circuitously suss out whether or not this woman knows
Of the dragon.
this dragon.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, as BT's going around, you guys are having this conversation. Her comlink starts to ring, and she looks at you, Cypher, and over to everybody else. Look, I would really like to be more of a help to all of you, but things are really busy around here right now, and I think for right now, I think I'm going to have to ask everyone to leave for right now. I can set up you guys with Janine when she comes back in from her vacation. I can get that on the calendar.
Onegaishimasu. That would be very helpful.
Oh, well, thank you all. It was so nice to meet you all. I hope that your investigation goes well.
All right, and if you get any updates, maybe we can exchange. This is my com link, and if I get more information or you get more information, we share, because I feel like they are connected, and that's a little disconcerting, yeah.
Yeah, true. Yes, we don't need these rampant explosions happening all over New Orleans. That's definitely one thing that we don't want to happen. Well,
Exactly.
excuse me, I gotta take this before.
Oh yes, sorry. Dozo.
She kind of like spins around in her chair, does one of these, and starts saying, yeah, yes, that's right. Gets on the conversation, and eventually the door opens, and that orc is standing there and kind of gestures.
Can I do
out of
one
the office.
final like vibe check on her?
Of course. Yeah. Vibe check.
I want to vibe check her.
Vibe
I would
check.
also like to do something afterwards.
Okay,
With
so
an extra blue dice.
Jeremy's gonna
Yeah,
play now that the door's open, so.
the vibe check is a blue. You're gonna get a blue boost, and vibe is definitely, since you're not like perceiving with your outward senses. I would say this is more vigilance. This is just your feeling, your gut feeling. So it's got to be a vigilance check.
Okay.
Kind of insight-ish.
Yeah, that's fine.
Still 4 purple.
4 purple.
Right.
I always lose it. There it is. Nope. Vibe check failed.
She seems like a businesswoman. She's running a business. That's
Okay.
what she seems like she's doing to you.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
As I get up out of the chair, I'm gonna assuming I have like a scratch at the back of my throat from not wearing my mask for most of
Yeah.
yesterday.
You need your inhaler.
Yeah, I'm gonna like start going like a coughing fit as I stand up
Mm-hmm.
and like stumble and like fall onto like the front of her desk and just
Okay.
scan her desk real quick to see if I can see any like information on anything. Just at a
Okay.
quick glance.
Okay, it's gonna be difficult because it's gonna be a really quick
Yeah.
look. So go ahead
Yeah.
and make a perception check. This will be a perception test.
Mhm.
I'm going to say that because of how rapid it is, it's not only going to be 3 purple difficulty as a hard check, but I'm also going to add 2 setback to the check.
Which
So
one
the-
is setback?
It's the black square, yeah. Because you're coughing, trying to act out like you're doing this. Oh,
I'm actually
20
coughing.
sides of every story. Thank you so much for the raid.
Oh.
We appreciate
Hey,
it, guys.
Yeah.
Welcome to the stream,
uh,
guys.
What does a player inspiration do?
Player inspiration allows you to upgrade your check.
All right, and then can I flip a story point to upgrade it again?
You may. Mhm. Whoa! Thank you for the bits. We appreciate that, guys. Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna make this roll.
Ooh.
Oh. It looks like a bunch of just business reports that just go right over your head. It looks like
Yeah.
financial garbage.
Charts and graphs.
Charts and graphs. I mean, it's just and you're doing this so quickly, and
Yeah.
she kind of just whips around and looks at the orc guard and kind of like points towards you. Like she looks like she's busy on the phone, and the orc's like, "Hey, are you okay? Come on, let's get you something to drink. Come on out of the office."
Okay,
What's wrong?
I just I like take my mask off of my hip, put it on my face.
He looks at Jack and is like, is he always like this? Oh, fine. And Gear Jammer, you said you were gonna try to do something?
Yeah, as we start walking away,
Mhm.
basically waiting until the door closes and then looking over at Cypher. I don't know, you can understand what she said. The computer security, very good. The physical security here, apparently trash. Saying that it's God's fault that everything got blown up and hiring investigators.
Whoa!
No, it's...
Whoa! Hey, we've got a high quality security force here.
She was only praising the cybersecurity, not the actual physical security.
She said physical security was problem, that's why building blow up.
We are more than capable of being able to defend this establishment. We've got over 25 most trolls guarding this place. We
You
don't
know,
mess
I-
around, and she knows that. She does.
Then how did all of that happen then? If there were 25 of you and it still blew up, are you okay?
You know, I don't know anything about what goes on up in these top. I'm usually stationed on the bottom floor.
Oh,
I
so
heard
you were-
rumor I heard rumor they were about to replace half of you for messing up so bad.
You know, I wasn't even on shift.
Maybe you'll get lucky.
Maybe I will. And then the female guard kind of leads up to you and says, your weapons are awaiting in the elevator if you come this way. And they both kind of start escorting you guys towards the elevator.
I get over there, pop open the arm, pop up with the leg, start putting the weapons back in.
I turn to the female guard and I say, Madam, would you give me a hand?
But
that was a joke. I am very funny.
She smirks just the slightest bit and is like, you will find it in the elevator.
And I attach my hand back on.
I take one strain.
Take one strain.
I lean over to the male guard and I just ask, so was anybody hurt? Like, I know you weren't there, but did any of your friends get hurt that day?
No, not that I know of.
So nobody was here when it happened?
Look, lady, I don't know anything. Why do you keep asking me questions?
I thought you worked here, and so maybe you knew because, like I said, they were complaining about the security. So I thought maybe your people got hurt.
I understand that she's under a lot of stress right now.
Yeah.
So I give her a lot of room.
That's
Besides,
good.
she's the one signing my paychecks, and that's what's important
good.
here.
Yeah, also good.
Well, like I said, probably not for long, but good luck.
You're probably safe. You weren't on shift. You said so yourself.
Right.
Right.
Start working on your resume.
But are you sure you haven't heard any rumors? Big anime eye blink blink.
Go to make a charm check.
Hell yeah! What's my difficulty?
Difficulty is going to be I'm going to say 3 is going to be your difficulty for this guy.
Okay.
Well, actually, let me double check something really fast. It's going to be kind of contested against his. I don't know his off the cuff here, so I'm gonna check. Let's see what his is. If he even has the skill, let's see.
He doesn't have the skill.
Okay,
He's unprepared to deal with Cypher.
It's 1 purple die.
Okay. Watch me fail it.
I'm gonna use a GM story point.
Okay, there it is. Yeah.
And
Okay.
I'm gonna upgrade 1 because you're really agitating this guy.
Fair. I was trying to be on his good side, or is everybody safe? But apparently he's like, I don't know. Stop asking me questions. I'm like, all right, sorry, dude.
I also was just going for like deceptive stuff because that's my best social skill.
Okay. So what was the rephrase your question for? So exactly what
If
you
he's
were.
heard any rumors on like what happened the night, like the whole building looks like this now.
I
You heard
loom
it.
and give you an additional advantage.
Look at all the hearts.
Oh my gosh!
So good. He looks at you and he's like, okay, if I give you a little bit, will you just leave?
Of course.
Okay, so my buddy Eric
Mm.
said that it might have been like a few months back. Saw in the back of the facility, they were bringing in this truck, okay? They opened up the door of the truck and there was all these cages in the back. Some of them had dogs in it. One of them had a Bengal tiger in it. And they were bringing these cages into the facility, and something about they were bringing them to the upper floors.
Mm.
I don't really know why. I'm just on the security team. I'm here to defend this place and stop people from breaking in or doing anything they shouldn't do here.
So they brought the whole zoo up to the fourth floor?
That's That's what he told me, but I didn't see it for myself.
Then where did all the animals go?
I mean, I don't know. I never saw anyone leave. I've never heard any animals here.
Do you think he was just messing with you, or do you believe him?
I mean, I kind of believe him. He's an okay friend, but
he's good at his job, yeah?
he might have a good long game joke-wise. I don't know. It's...
Yeah, I have a friend like that too. I know what you mean.
But listen, that's it. That's all I've got.
I mean, that's something. Thank you.
Right, now will you guys just get in the elevator?
I'm in the elevator. Why are you yelling at us?
Well, not
We're-
you,
we're-
them. He points to
Yeah,
some of the others.
You just have to push the button. We've been in the elevator for a
Yeah.
while.
We've all been standing in the elevator.
Just
What are you
me.
doing?
He kind of just looks over at the elevator console, looks at you, and starts punching the key to go down. Goes, it closes, and you guys, the elevator begins to descend down to the bottom. And that is where we're going to end tonight's episode of Shadowrun Ivory Shadows.